Nice people are showing up, getting online, ready to get this started.
Awesome, everybody got their mic off.
Well, we didn't start yet, so
Oh, you're in control of that.
no,
No?
no, they're just muted. I didn't mute anybody.
Wow.
My mic's off because my girlfriend's watching Ugly Betty.
That's fine.
Sorry, I have to correct myself. We're watching Ugly Betty.
Right.
Sorry.
Yes, that's the truth. All right, nice. Stream is on.
Hello?
Yo.
Hey, what's up? Is that you, noob? Yeah.
Sir?
Welcome to the first annual
No, it's not annual stuff. It's weekly. But yeah.
weekly.
I set a whole alarm clock for this shit like days ago, too. Or a reminder, not an alarm clock, but yeah.
That's what I like to see.
Everybody, welcome to the weekly VG Scrims. How glorious!
What the fuck?
He'd be bored sometimes.
That actually low-key sounded legit.
I know. Can't go wrong with the Jurassic theme park, yo. The Jurassic theme is legend. You want to talk about some real music? Let me put you onto some real music, Ace. Not that Game of Thrones shit.
No, but
Let me put you some real orchestra.
I don't know about that.
I'm in the kitchen so the TV doesn't distract.
No problem.
I'm sorry, babe. Bro, but she cooked this banging ass burger.
Sounds like it's not settling right.
Nah, I'm mixing it with alcohol.
All right, let me start adding people because clearly, no matter how many times we put it beyond time,
Is Monsieur Havoc coming?
he can't make it today, but he'll be playing tomorrow.
I won't get them in the buns. My cigarettes are over here. I mean, don't get angry at the cheese.
It fell on the floor. Yeah, I'm gonna get angry at it.
Here. Cheese didn't do nothing to it.
Yes, it did. It fell on the damn floor.
Alright, get another one.
No.
You want pepper jack or you want the American?
I want weird.
Okay.
I want pepper. What?
I didn't say.
You don't stop saying shit. I'm gonna take your iPad away.
Isaiah, we're missing. Oh, there goes right there.
Do you guys have the ability to split up people when we get into our teams?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I posted the teams actually in the Discord, Nick.
Oh, it's up there. Who's that?
Who's that? Yes.
Hi.
That's Isaiah.
It's Keith.
Yeah, like you.
I think it's easy.
Okay, let's play.
Bruh. Oh, we're not on stream yet, right?
Yeah, actually,
Yeah, we are on stream. Shout out to everybody on my day one.
I'm gonna stay quiet.
Alright, nigga, just play.
yeah, man, just waiting for everybody to get.
Oh yeah, my bad.
Silent Splash is watching the stream. Shout out to Silent Splash, everybody.
Hey, shut up, nigga.
You are not VG Silver worthy.
Who am I missing? I still need Isaiah and Isaiah Bro.
I shot the act. Oh, dude, you build a Sour Blade, Tornado Trigger, Tension Bow. Nah, bro, why are you going CP? It's all weapon.
Yeah, man, I'm just waiting for everybody to get on.
She needs to get the scout cannon
Meow.
in case Taka jumps her.
Yo, who has their headphones next to like a radio or something?
Bro, what the hell, dude? Come on, man.
Who got a Snapchat?
I was from my grandma.
Damn.
Yo, Isaiah, you come on?
What? I am on.
Oh, I don't see you. Maybe I don't have you on my. Oh, can you add me?
If this is the Isaiah I'm thinking of, I'm gonna have to lay into you.
Add who?
And I don't see Isaiah Bro online either. Are you guys
Oh
on?
shit, bro, my
I
bad.
been on, bro.
Make sure you add Ace to your friends list so I can invite you.
Yeah, my bad.
Six tornadoes. Ooh. To clarify, Ace, you do have the ability to like separate us, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh
So
wait,
how's everybody's Saturday going?
let me see. Let me test it right now. Actually. I've never done that before.
I can't wait to hear Darth's commentating.
Hey, add Ace.
Ace. Like, it's the Ace family?
AYCE capital. Seth, how do you separate people?
AYCE. Gotcha, my boy.
You can't take your finger and literally drag them, drop them.
Yo, it is him. Yo, Isaiah.
What?
Don't you play with? I forgot his name.
Is that true or false?
We used to play back in the day.
Nah, it won't let me do that.
For real?
Yeah, I was the dude who used to get drunk and you got pissed at me with your homeboy when we were playing threes.
Bro, I remember that.
Yeah.
Nah, I don't remember.
Bro, I remember that, bro.
It's one of the Isaiahs because the name is familiar.
How is it not possible for you to be able to drag and drop people if you're
I remember, and then he blacked out, bro.
Maybe because I'm on mobile. Yeah, so I'm just waiting on Isaiah Bro.
I'm on.
Yo, get out of the party.
I'm not in a party. Oh,
Yo,
wait,
bro.
never mind.
Is it on? I don't see you on. Hold on.
Oh, no, I'm on, bro. If you don't see me, I'll just refresh.
I got now. I see you now. It just popped up.
Alright, bet.
Oh, I thought you said. Oh wait, no, that's homeboy.
All right. So who's missing? Who is missing?
Diff.
I'm missing Frosty.
Right next to them, bro.
Yeah, I got you. All right, guys, just give me.
Saucy
everybody.
is not here.
Huh?
Oh, my toe!
Bro, relax.
Wait, so who we waiting on?
Saucy.
So let's see. I'll just message him. He should be coming in a second.
He's like, I told you, bro. He's under his blanket, waiting for his dad to leave to work, and he's like, "All right, guys, I can play."
Is everybody 10? PG 10?
No, I just hit 10 yesterday. Dark chased me.
I'm about to go back to 9.
Yeah, I'm about
Dude.
to go back to 9 too.
Yeah, I'm at 24/4, bro. Living life on the edge.
Me too. I'm at 24:13. I went from 24:30 to 24:13 in 2 days.
So, how are young fellas doing today?
1697.
Okay.
All right.
Good talk.
If he doesn't come in a few minutes, that you and I just might have to play because I don't want to have everybody waiting for that long.
Wait, who are we missing?
We're missing Fossey, and Diff said he was gonna play.
Let me message Diff.
You can message him. Yeah, he told us he might be a little bit late, but it's already getting to that point. So yeah, if you can message him for me while I'm at Saucy, so we could try to get this started.
Oh shit, wrong chat.
All right, Saucy's ready. I don't think he's in this server.
Diff shit says he's like the yellow thing, so he's like there but not there. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it just means he's away.
I'm sorry. I told you potatoes take a
There is mad messaging in the chat.
Yeah. Wait, so Diff responded to you? No? He said he was almost there.
What did Sauce say?
He needed a link to the Discord. I gave it to him. Should be coming in right now. There you go. There he is.
I messaged Diff, I didn't get an answer.
Alright, he's the only person we're actually waiting for. So if he doesn't come in like a couple of minutes, I'll just sub in and we'll get started. We might try to just.
Shit, I got his address. I'll leak that shit. Brandon Rogers. Who plays soccer here? That knows who's Brandon Rogers. Looking for a big titty goth girlfriend.
Is
Oh,
it true
fuck.
that Toronto is about to beat Golden State next
Bro,
week?
it's 3-1 right now, and Toronto didn't just clap them in game 4, they clapped them in game. Like, I don't even know how to explain the amount of disrespect that was laid upon Golden State on their court. And what gets me so pissed is because of fucking Kawhi Leonard, I lost a possibility of getting $4,000 again this week.
Oh shit.
So I'm not really too happy right now. He dropped 100 fantasy points. Like, the amount of nut that he placed on their face is ridiculous. Oh, there goes Diff.
Thank you. Yes.
Wait, we're still short one.
All right. So we're about to get started, guys. Sorry for the delay.
Oh!
But Isaiah, how you been, bro? 1514 is who I'm talking to, by the way, not
I'm
LOL.
pretty sure you got the wrong Isaiah.
I don't think so.
Hamburgers and hot dogs. Let's get it, boys. Let's get it, boys. Cheese, boys. Let's go.
Yo, that's for this kid, yo.
He's actually a grown-ass man.
Oh
Bro.
damn. I know grown ass kids like him.
Actually, he's the same age as you.
Bullshit.
All right, cool. Everybody is here. Everybody's in here. All right, cool. So we're almost
Alright,
ready to
best of
get
luck to
started.
everyone.
So, hold on. A little
Shut your bitch
disclaimer.
ass up,
Give me
bro.
Everyone
a couple
finna take
minutes
this
to say a
L,
couple
buddy.
things.
Bro, you got your
Nah,
carry here,
man.
Ichi. I see how it is.
All right, so
Can't fight on your own?
Guys,
Nah.
guys,
The shit
quiet,
talking
quiet,
starts.
quiet, quiet,
sorry.
quiet.
thank you. So just a couple of quick disclaimers / rules. This is a professional environment, so no toxicity, no trolling, no being a douchebag. You know, the goal of this is to help players get better, not to discourage them. So if somebody does a play you don't like, just, you know, you can express it, but don't be a dick. Just move on and carry on with the game. Everybody's expected to get on board and communicate. So, you know, try to do your best with communication. Don't just sit there muted on mic or anything like that. And the games are being recorded, so everybody will be able to watch the games over. And me and Seth are going to analyze them and try to give everybody some individual feedback after the scrim. We plan to do best 2 out of 3, but if you guys end up wanting to do a best out of 5, depending on how it goes, then that's totally fine too. And yeah, I'm gonna give you guys 5 minutes, or like actually 5 to 10 minutes in the channel before we
What's up,
start.
buddy? I'm at 31 Deer Valley. Christian, Chippendale.
So you guys can discuss what positions you want to play amongst yourselves and try to come up with
Good luck, bud.
a little bit of a strategy. And yeah, so if everybody could move to the right channel, because I'm a noob and don't know how to move people. So I need Team A to go to the first channel.
All right.
And I need Team B to go to the other channel, please.
All right, I'm gonna have to leave Bangalore.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, it's gonna take us out. Okay.
All right. Yeah. So give me a
Wait,
minute.
hold
I'm gonna
on, hold
walk
on.
into my house right now. I'm gonna do that, and I'll see you guys back in here.
Can somebody drag us?
Yeah, I can drag
Oh yeah,
you.
if you can move us,
I can move.
Yeah.
drag us over.
Oh, you can drag it? Or cool.
Alright, so who's on the teams?
Certified noob is B.
Certified noob is B. Certified noob is. I don't have authority to drag anybody, and that's you.
Oh, okay, well, it looks like they got it under control, so.
Well, Certified
So
noob.
should I leave?
Yeah.
All right.
I'm sorry if you guys hear dogs barking.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't know how I beat you back here.
So,
You would have to give me authority and some recordings
I left him out right before I left.
to be able to do that.
I don't know how to do that. Oh wait, I think I just figured it out. I'm an idiot. I'll have to figure this out another time.
Sure.
Diff, can you go to Scrim Room 1?
Oh yeah, I had to get dragged, bro. So I could leave.
Yeah, just leave. I'll reinvite you.
All right.
All right, Seth, I'll be right back. I'm gonna go into their channels and make sure they're like ready to do this.
Got you.
Cat lover. Fuck that dude. We're not on stream, so I can say it. Fuck that faggot. But yeah, whatever you need help with, I got you. And if you keep dying, is because I'm not doing my job as a roam. And roam is something I do need to practice since I'm the backup roam for our team. You feel me?
I feel you, bro.
So if you need anything, just let me know and let me perfect
What do
whatever
you
I'm doing.
like to play as? What's your strongest?
Idris.
Well, everybody, we are waiting for our scrims to start. Hope to expect a good game. Lanes will be pushed. Jungle will be taken. Hopefully our viewers climb as the match starts. I don't know many of the players here. I do know a few of them. But they are still, ACE is still getting some background work done to make sure all the teams are in order and everything has a smooth start, but it's already rocky. We've had some people come late. Hate me some late starters, you know, if you feel me, you know, time is a time.
That you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
They're ready, so we're gonna start it.
Alright, I was ready. Dead casting.
Oh, my bad. Yeah, I'm excited. You're recording, right?
Yes, I am.
Okay, you got the delay on, right? Because, some people in here.
Yeah, there's always going to be a delay.
Dude, I'm hyped. It's gonna be fun. People are excited.
Hell yeah. Skeet wanted to get in as a spectator. Oh, he
You
didn't.
just link them to your team.
Oh, well, he jumped into a solo ranked match.
Damn.
Well, everybody, the scrims has begun, or are about to begin momentarily.
Yeah, I don't know what's taking so long. Still finding. Whoa, what happened? There we go. Okay, we in this.
Alright, the Ace VG scrims has begun, and we're entering into the first draft. We are joined here by Ace, host of the scrims, and Darth Downvote, co-host of the scrims.
Just a disclaimer: we've never hosted anything before. We've never shoutcasted anything before, so don't expect too much in terms of entertainment value.
Speak for yourself, Ace. We already have a Celeste ban and a Sanfang ban, with a Kestrel and an Idris.
Yeah, so the Celeste ban is definitely a target ban for Saucy, and then I think they're just banning Sandfang because he's a pretty popular ban on A side. Then on B side, they clearly banned Idris as a target ban for Isaiah. So Isaiah's brother kind of screwed him there, and then they definitely target banned Kestrel for Nick. So definitely some target banning going on. You can see that these players are kind of familiar with each other. They got the Kane, which I think was a big mistake from B-side, because Kane right now is pretty overwhelming in the lane, especially once he gets his ult. It's pretty difficult to play against. So I feel like B-side's already kind of on the back foot there. What do you think?
But they do have the Catherine, though. Heavy counter, hard counter into Kane.
Agreed.
And
Reza as
Reza,
well.
a very good support to that Catherine into the Kane as well. But they do pick up a Maline here. Counters,
Which is a good
counters into counters.
Yeah, so definitely some good drafting. going on. That people are definitely thinking about their picks, because I agree that the Catherine and Reza were really good into the Kane, and then the Maleen Fox are pretty good into the Catherine Reza. So
Ooh, Lyra comes out. Interesting pick. Heavy implies more melee to come, and
and
Taka
with
is on the
Taka,
board.
I like the Taka pick, and I know that's going to star because he loves to play jungle Taka, and he's pretty good at it.
Yes, Taka is entertaining to watch.
Taka's also been getting a little more popular in the 5v5 meta. I think assassins in general right now are really popular. Like people like Taka, Reza, Anka,
Mm-hmm.
their burst potential is something that's easy to take advantage of, especially in solo queue, because people don't position as well. So they give these kind of heroes a lot more value. But in a team situation, a team can really work together well to shut down an assassin. So I think if the Ilva on A side does a good job and stays with his carries, Taka and Reza should have a difficult time taking out Maleen and Box, two of the more slippery carries in the game.
I 100% agree. But these,
But
I'm sorry,
if
go
the
ahead.
Ilva ends up just kind of going in on her own, then they could run into an issue. What do you think of the Reza Taka comp in terms of their win condition?
Well, their dive will be very strong when coordinated with that Catherine. The Lyra's gonna have to put in a lot of work here to get that healing off, so they can get in and get out safely. That Maleen and Arden and Ilva are a really great defense against them.
I
So
actually think the Lyra is going mid, so I don't think she'll be providing any healing, but I could be wrong about that.
then who would be captain? Catherine?
Possibly, yeah.
Oh, okay. I was thinking they were gonna take the lanes. Okay.
So it's looking like a Reza top, a Gwen bot, Lyra mid with.
It's a Lyra mid. Confirmed.
Wow. Okay. Yeah. Right.
That is a Lyra mid.
I really like the Arden pickup from Nick, because when you have assassins like that with burst damage on the enemy team, Arden's going to be with people to kind of counter that. If you land your vanguards right before the assassins attempt to engage, it completely negates their engage, and it's a really good way to bait them into bad team fight situations, because they think they have you, and then all of a sudden their target doesn't go down. And we all know when you're a Taka, you dive the target and you don't get that kill, you're kind of in an awkward spot. So
Absolutely. But everyone's here. It looks like it's a pretty normal start. There was some aggression earlier, but just a tremor before the earthquake to come. Everyone here is just getting their buffs, their jungle, pushing the lanes, trying to get good position and farm.
yeah, it's looking good so far.
Let's see, in the top lane for Team Saucy. I'm sorry, which one is Team A and Team B here?
We'll just go with blue team and red team. How about that?
Blue team and red team. Yeah, the red team.
One thing I noticed is that neither team went for any kind of jungle invade or early aggression. It looks like they're both perfectly happy to just sit back and take the first laning phase and farm. You have both captains kind of just hovering around mid.
Oh, but we do have action in the top lane for red.
Yes, we do.
Taka came in on the Gupta.
Or silly. But yeah, unfortunately, like we were saying, Maleen, one of the more slipperier carries in the game. It's very difficult to gank her, which is why she's banned often because, as you saw right there, she just used her B, slipped out, and the Taka rotation was pretty much wasted. So
As Reza bouncing in between the river, trying to figure out where he wants to go, but it looks like he's going to go back to his lane.
yep,
As
gotta be a little careful here.
Taka and Gwen get their first buy-in.
Yes.
Taka going red, very popular style of Taka of patch 4.3.
Well, it looks like the game's pretty even so far. Nobody's really taken anything from anybody. Blue team with a slight gold lead, probably just because of slightly better CS, but besides that, it's still anybody's game.
Yes, sir. You can see Taka taking his jungle.
Malene is looking to pressure Gwen here and top lane for blue side. She's got a nice wave, and she looks like she's already pulling ahead in farm here.
But Taka looks like he's coming
Taka's
in.
rotating. Okay, let's see if Taka can get something done. And
Unfortunately, no. Gwen did not back him in that engagement.
yeah, there was a little disjointed play there, but Taka at least shoved Malene out of lane, which is good for Gwen. So
Let's see what's happening in mid. Looks like mid is red team is pushed up on blue. Blue mid.
yeah, still no jungle invading, just pretty much lane trading. Some failed ganks, but nothing to really worry about.
Lane better watch her. Where she has vision or not, Taka could be lurking down there. As Star and Nick go at it in the mid lane. Catherine with that stun hopefully doesn't block any of Nick's abilities. That's what Catherine's aimed to do.
Definitely, you definitely want to be looking to not allow Arden his gauntlet. And you really want to coordinate your stuns with your carries to kind of chain together some free burst damage. Pretty even games too.
Yeah, it looks like people are looking to reset here. And,
Yeah. I'm going to be keeping my eye on the junglers here because it looks like they're going to be the ones to create the plays. It looks like they're trying to collapse on the Ilva here, who was looking to steal the CP buff, but he's going to get away. The Ilva looks like doing great so far. It's got both buffs. You know, it's getting farm.
Look at the scores here. Blue team is ahead by a little bit. Teams have yet to score first blood. It is 5 minutes in.
Yeah, it's a close game for sure. People are playing it safe. Probably nerves. You know, it's the first game in the first scrim. People don't want to give up that first blood or overcommit.
Damn,
but there's definitely some action against this Malene.
My game closed.
What? It closed?
It crashed. Let's see if I get back in. I'm loading back in. Loading back in.
Okay. You should be able to, yeah.
I was gonna hope it didn't put me back in the lobby.
Nah, it should count that you're still in this game. Let you load in.
It's loading.
Good, awesome. So.
Yep, we're back in.
There's still no action, but the side lanes are receiving a lot of pressure. They're really gunning for Malene. They're doing a pretty decent job of putting pressure on her. She's had to go home a couple of times. But she's definitely keeping up in farm, which is all you really need to do as a top laner. So that's fine. Kane, on the other hand, is pretty much even. So yeah, it's a pretty even game so far. No lane is winning by too much of a margin here. And no ganks have been made, and no jungle has been stolen. So they're kind of cruising into this mid game. Taka's going in for a dive on mid. Will he get the box? Oh, it was really close there. Really, really close. That's unfortunate for the Taka. You have Reza getting collapsed on in the jungle now. He's got to slip out of there. One thing I think to take note of is the mobility and how it's favored a lot in 5v5. People seem to really like to jump on mobile heroes so they can maneuver around the map and look to invade, possibly get a steal, especially from the jungler position. Like that Reza being able to go into the jungle there for free just to scout it out is pretty huge.
Yes, sir. And I am back into the game.
Good. A
All
lot
right.
of action in bot here. We have a 3v2 situation, and finally the first kills are going to get picked up. That was actually a really great rotation from Taka and Lyra to help get that done. That was really great job there.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of mids don't really rotate, especially this early in the game. So that was a really great example of how you can rotate out of mid to help get a kill.
As bottom is has a few trading going back and forth between Gupta and Nick versus Star and Chevs. Or the Gwen and Catherine. Um, trying to get something done here. Denying vision, super important.
Yeah.
So that Nick and Malene will be safe for blue team.
Now you see red team starting to pull ahead a little bit in the gold. They were able to pick up those kills and get some extra money in the lanes for that. So now blue team is going to have to be careful not to give up anything else. But at least no turrets have gone down yet, so it's still pretty even despite that.
Interesting.
Do you want to... Oh, wait, there's a fight happening here. Silence was thrown. Fountain used by Nick to help Malene. That's pretty good. It looks like they're going to be able to get away. You got Box joining the fight now. They're trying to turn it. Looks like they're chasing them up towards Black Claw. The gauntlet's coming. Is it going to turn into a kill? Yes, it is. That was a pretty good job there by Nick, I gotta say.
Yes.
He was able to stick with Malene and turn the fight around, and they turned it into a kill, which is what they really needed. So
I'm just saying.
That's how you take down a motherfucker. That's right.
yeah, it was a good job by Nick for sure.
Absolutely. But mid is looking wide open from Vox. Lyra is pushing up. Surprising, this Lyra.
Oh, we
Not
actually
doing too
missed the
bad.
kill here. Diff went down in the river somehow. I think Taka took him out.
Well, my game thing crashed again.
Oh wow. Ooh, pretty even still. No laner is really that much ahead of their enemy laner. There's going to be another kill. Rez is going to go down. It looks like finally a turret might go down. Looks like blue is getting control of their bot lane here. Good rotation by the Ilva to help get that kill and get that first turret. So that's going to open up the map for them now, which is really nice. Got to start throwing out the silence. Things are looking pretty good. No team has really given up too much. Just that turret. Oh, wow. What a great fountain by Nick. Nick actually did a great job there by baiting them into committing, and then he used the fountain at the perfect time on the Malene, which is not as easy to do as people think, because Malenes like to go into their B as they're weak, and then sometimes you miss the fountain on them. So that was really good from Nick.
Ooh,
Good
another pickup.
and really good. Wow. Did you see that gauntlet? That was a
Yes, sir.
great gauntlet. Again, he used that gauntlet in a baiting fashion.
That was a wonderful gauntlet by Nick to pick up another kill on red team. Major plays being made at top lane between the Arden and Malene. Great use of ults. And they're looking to capitalize on that advantage they got by invading here. But nothing will be done. A little bit of action at bottom. Back and forth between Reza, but nothing happening.
Yeah.
Teams are just looking to take their jungle, it seems. Blue team, which are ahead, by the way. So they're just going to get even more ahead by taking their jungle here.
Yeah. They're only slightly ahead, though. So it's still anybody's game. And red team has a map advantage with that turret that they... Sorry, blue team has the map advantage. They got that turret. So some pretty big team fights are probably going to start happening soon. We're definitely getting into that mid game now. I'm going to keep my eye on this mid lane here. That's where most of the action seems to be right now. What do you think about the item building so far, Seth?
As soon as I get back
Anything?
into the game, I will let you know that. Oh, it just
It
crashed
looks
as
like
soon
the
as I got back
is kind
in.
of good. Oh no, that's not good. So there's some action going down in mid. They're trying to pressure the turret. Blue team is trying to fight. That was a really great ult from the Fox and a really great silence from the captain. So nobody is going down. Just some good trading. Good ults to help space people out. Nobody's really committing too much. Moline is trying to commit now. That's a nice speed to get out. Got actually all 5 members of blue team hanging out in mid here, so they really want to pressure this. They actually are able to pick up the kill on Melira. She was a little too far forward there. And this is a really, really great rotation. I would have loved to be in their comms right now to see who decided to do this, because this is really great work here. Another... Actually, I don't think that gauntlet was necessary. He didn't end up saving his teammate, and now it's going to be down for a little bit, but that's okay. So blue team open up their lead a little bit more. They're up by like 3K now. They've actually taken both the T1 turrets on both side lanes, so that's going to allow them to rotate even more. Red team is kind of going to be on the back foot for now until they can win a team fight and catch up. So looks like blue team is making a play for Ghostwing. Again, this is due to them opening up the map. Reza's got to spot it out though. Nothing much he can do. Looks like red team is trying to get together to contest this, but the dragon's going down quickly. Silence coming out, and it lands. That's a 4-man silence from Star. And blue team is still able to secure the dragon. But team fight's happening. Red team committing. They're able to take the Ilva out. Reza and Taka doing a great job working together to try to take out the squishies. Reza once again taking out Moline. Now Arden's in trouble. This is really unfortunate for blue team. You know, I think they had the right idea taking the Ghostwing there, but they weren't able to work together once the team fight broke out next to it. So red team kind of catches up there, unfortunately.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
That was not supposed to be happening, but I totally understand that. So it seems like they went for the dragon, but it backfired on them with the team fighting. Kane did not get away. In terms of the item building here, everything looks pretty standard.
Yes, talk to me about the items, Seth. Is there anything that sticks out to you, good or bad? There's a team fight breaking out here.
Nope.
Bottom. Big team fight breaking out.
Yes, sir. At bottom, four bottom red versus a now 4 bottom blue. Will it happen? A 5th is coming for red team.
Oh, that was wasted, unfortunately.
Yes, it is wasted. And the assassins are looking to dive. And there goes Taka going in. Silence thrown. Sonic zoom.
Blocks. That's pretty good. Unfortunately, there's not much they can do now that the gauntlet is down. They really just need to play back here, not commit to a team fight. Nick is scouting them out and going in a little bit too deep by himself. That's going to be really unfortunate here.
Yeah, the blow is
Maybe
blue
to
team.
kill. Really great fountain by Star. He saved his teammate, and now blue team is in a really bad spot here. They have no gauntlet. Their fountain is not going to be up for a while. They're really on the back foot here.
Yes, they are, and they are weak,
Good job.
and they are outnumbered at bottom.
Oh, Diff is going to land the mine. Still pretty even, but it looks like red team's rotations are a little bit better than blue team because blue team seems to be constantly on the back foot now.
Well,
Some team fighting freaking out here. Oh yeah, so talk to me about the items. It looks like now we're having a little bit of a lull here. Is anything standing out in terms of good or bad?
well, no. This new build coming out of Taka's now, which includes 2 monocles and a tension bow, is becoming very popular for Taka for the critical strike. Is it good? I don't know. 3 kills on the Taka. Seems like it's working okay. Malene just finished up her 3rd tier 3 offense. She is going to hit like a truck. She is the top killer for blue team and versus Saucy. Well, the game closed again. Gonna see if I can open it again. Yeah, this whole stream thing is a wash.
That's terrible.
I don't know why. This never happened.
I could always record the game too. I'm gonna record the next one for sure. Right? So still really even. There's a fight breaking out now. Ilva is trying to get the Gwen, but Gwen's pretty slippery. Keeping an eye on top. They are chasing Malene really hard. Looks like people are trying to converge on top. The gauntlet comes out. It's a good job from Arden trapping the Taka now. And now blue team having 4 top.
While Reza is pushing
And
bottom like a doom train. Saucy going in for the steal on bottom turret for blue team. But they are collapsing on him as they speak. Kane is barreling down. Will he reach it in time?
Kane and Ilva jumping onto Reza. I think Reza gets the turret here, but we'll see what happens if he gets out alive. And
he does get out alive. He cannot be caught at this point. He has ultimate up. But somehow we lost Lyra here as she just spawns. Cat Lover playing on that Lyra. So far there's fighting happening.
Blue team trying to take Ghostwing again. Nobody is dead. This is the same play they made last time. I think this time they're going to be able to secure it. This is a good job. Now they have the Ghostwing buff. They should really be looking at team fight. Nick is going to war treads in. He's looking for an angle. Unfortunately, his gauntlet is not up. Now Lyra portals in. Oh my gosh, the Reza with the ult after taking the portal. That was a really, really great play from Red Team. They used all their ults together. I saw the Catherine silence go down. I saw the Reza use his ult. And I saw 3 people take the portal. And they really did a good collapse there.
But blue team is not going down without a fight as they clap back onto Catherine.
Oh, wow. Reza catches Fox a little too confidently, stepping back up and just delete.
But red team walks away the victorious in that little engagement. They do clean up some of the blue team's jungle as both teams look to reset here.
Still pretty even.
Dead even in gold lead pretty much and in turrets. Both
teams and in terms of items, it looks like everybody has the same amount of tier 3. So this game is looking pretty sweaty so far.
Yes, it is. Everyone here is just trying to get their jungle and lanes in order here. The Vox, Isaiah, has 3 tier 3s completed. This Vox is looking to do his late game damage versus this Lyra. Doing surprisingly well into the Vox. My game crashed again.
Oh no.
Reopening it again.
Alright, now Arden's gauntlet is up, his fountain is up. Both captains have their activables ready to go. So a team fight should be breaking out fairly soon here. Looks like Star is going in. He's going to stun Arden. That's not really what he's looking for. The silence comes out. He does land it. Reza ulting right in combination with silence. Really good synergy from Red Team in terms of using their abilities together, which is turning into really good burst damage kills here. This team fight is really just a result of the Catherine landing her silence and everybody committing as the silence was landed. So that's really great teamwork there from Red to take advantage of their team fighting and their ults being used. Because a lot of times you'll see a Catherine throw a silence out and people aren't really on top of it right away, and then the silence wears off and then they turn the fight. So there's definitely some good comms going on Red Team in terms of team fight.
It definitely looks that way as they gain a huge lead over the blue team here with that almost ace, that quadra.
Yep.
And they secured Black Claw to further increase their lead. This looks really bad for the blue team.
Yeah. This looks really bad. I think you should jump into their voice so we can get a little preview of what kind of team comms are going on right now.
Alright, we're gonna go in.
Just for like 30 seconds and then come back.
Hello, blue team. Seems like y'all
Hello.
are getting assailed on right now. Sieged, one might say.
We are being
got this. We got
sieged.
this.
But we're going on the inside cam here to
Okay, I'm
see
going
the
top.
inside of what's going on in this team happening right now. Nick, what is the state of your team right now?
We need Slumbering Husk.
Back at you, Ace. Hi,
You
we're in the.
joined.
Hi, I'm Darth Downvote. I'm here to get the inside scoop on the winning red team at the moment. How's it looking at the end of this quarter?
I mean, good. We didn't expect this to happen.
Guy.
Oh, okay.
Oh, good plays, good plays.
There goes
Hey,
that.
okay, Kane's right here. Kane's right here. We got two people right here. We got a Kane and a Vox.
I'm coming. I have boots and stuff.
The Vox is out.
Yeah. I'm just gonna finish.
We could actually just push Crystal.
I'm just gonna finish turret.
Yeah, push Crystal.
They only got 3 up.
Yeah.
And there you have it, folks. Red team and blue team going at it. Saucy going out of control. And it looks like that's it for the blue team.
Yeah, it was a pretty close game for the most part, but just one or two, those last 2 team fights for blue team didn't go their way in that late game. But overall, fairly close game. I think red team just team fought slightly better. So I'm just going to go into their channels and talk to them for a second before I start this next one.
Mm-hmm.
Alrighty, Seth. I spoke to both teams. I gave them a little bit of feedback, and they're strategizing, and I'm gonna have them switch sides. And then we're gonna start it up in a minute.
Sounds good. Man.
Okay, I'm coming. Okay, I think I got this right. Can you just double check for me if this is right? Hey, what's up, Iman? Oh, he's muted.
Hey, how's it going?
Pretty good. We just finished the first game. It was a nice, sweaty one. I was really happy because I arranged the teams, and it looks like I did a good job.
Nice. Are you talking about the first game of the first scrim or the second scrim?
First game of the first scrim.
All right.
It was a really close game. For a long time.
That's good. Very good.
Hopefully this doesn't crash as often. Or not at all. Not sure why it's crashing like this.
Hey, we head out there, right? Associates are welcome. Oh, unlike any other place. They're laying very special.
All right, we're gonna start it up now.
Can I spectate?
You can spectate from Seth's stream.
All right.
I'm just worried about lag.
I feel you. It's all bueno.
Alright.
Alright, so make sure you're recording, Seth. Actually, I'm gonna record too now, so that way, in case there's issues, because there was issues. So.
I'm gonna go mute again so you guys can concentrate.
No problem.
Have fun.
Thanks. Alright, so it looks like the same kind of bands are coming out, except for the fact that Red Team, they're not letting Kane through like they did last game. So they definitely learned from that. The target, Idris is a target ban. Anka's a pretty safe ban. I'm hoping that they use the Anka ban to get away with going with some squishy heroes. Because once she's off the board, you really only have to worry about Reza or Taka.
Looks like they allowed Saucy to get a Celeste. And Team A is considering Sandfang now. Into the Celeste. Not a terrible pick here. Sandfang really popular right now.
Yeah, I think you have to take the Sandfang there. He's pretty safe in the lane, and he creates this situation where you can't break him, so people stop getting value from their rotations. So that's the idea or the goal, and hopefully they can make that Sandfang work. I hope they don't end up playing that Sandfang as captain, because then you can't do the whole unbreakable lane thing like I was saying. But it's not like it can't work either. He has good CC and he's tanky. So
Well, Samuel
you got
shows up on the board. Good to see him around. Definitely powerful.
yeah.
Mid laner, possibly. But the response is Reza and Ilva. Both really good top meta picks right now.
Yeah. I like them taking the over there because they're taking it away from Diff, who did a pretty good job on her last game. So this is pretty smart draft strategy here. They're definitely adjusting.
Also one of Diff's Ilva. Diff's one of Diff's top heroes for jungle. But they're gonna pick up the A side is gonna pick up. Team A has picked up Gwen, probably for bot lane here, and Lance. Ooh, Lance shows up.
I'm not a fan of the Lance pick because Reza and Ilva are more on the mobile side and difficult to try to get value with Lance. Also, I feel like Catherine kind of counters the Lance a little bit, but we'll see how it goes.
Yeah, you can say the same for the Lance. I don't think the Lance is a bad pickup here. Beefy target. Rez is not going to get much value off of him. And Lance could put some work onto that Celeste and Kestrel. He got reach. And
This is true.
Smack around Catherine
One
as
thing I
well.
noticed is that Yates is on the board, and nobody has banned or taken a Yates in any of these drafts. So I find that kind of interesting.
Yes, but the A team makes their final pick of Grace. Interesting pickup. Negation of high damage, which A side does present.
Yeah, I like the Grace pickup because it helps a ton against Celeste and Kestrel. Especially the Celeste. Like when Grace A's Celeste, that debuff really helps against her splash damage on your team. Really, like it helps your team be able to dive her a lot better because they're not gonna soak up all those Helios as much.
Between Sanfeng and Grace and Lance, there's a lot of blocking of stuns, including the Gwen.
Agreed. There's a lot of things in TC.
Yeah.
There's a lot of pressure from this Sam and Gwen to carry, though. So hopefully they'll be able to get the job done for their team. Meanwhile, on the other side, you have like one captain and 4 heroes that could carry their game for them. So a lot more damage coming out of the red team here.
Utility versus damage. Who will win?
Yeah.
Very, very interesting drafts. I really like them.
Yeah. 2 different win comps here. Like blue team needs to get ganks, and red team needs to get Sam and Gwen fed and not let any ganks happen. And they have the tools to make that happen with the Grace, Sandfang, and Lance. So in the late game, I feel like red team should have the advantage here.
Yeah, most likely. Yeah, between Grace, Sanfeng, and Lance alone, that's 3 heroes with 2 overdrives apiece.
Both Gwen and Sam will probably need some stacking items to try to just like kind of kite and stack off the Catherine. But we'll see how it goes for them.
That is one good option for them to do that. And surely will clean up the rest. But everything looks like there was no early pressure happening here. Star stunning Sanfang out of his B already, so the disruption has already begun on Star. I'm sure he's geeking right now against the Sanfang mid.
I noticed that Nick is not playing captain now. They actually put him in the top lane, so looks like they made a role switch here in between games.
Yeah, he is on
which is nice to see.
He's on there, Grace, for red team. as he rotates to mid to try to help out mid here. There could be action mid happening. 3 versus 2 about to happen. And Nick dives in, but his teammates were not ready to accompany him with that. Great rotation. Good shot out. Good thought for Nick as he goes back to his lane. But it looks like a 3-man rotation from red team happening onto and achieving the first blood. Reza.
Yep.
Going down for the blue team. Saucy, the most dangerous player last game, on the Reza. We're looking to shut him down early this game, so he does not pick up steam. Alright, so Catherine here on Star on Catherine here, getting his stacks. Catherine needs those stacks all the time. As the teams reset here and buy their first buy-in, red team is slightly ahead thanks to that first blood. Sanfang Captain, very interesting choice. Very strong right now. Very punishing for those who step into his B. As mid team red in mid go for their jungle camp here in blue, feeding the mid laner the CP buff. Very common, very meta right now. As we all know,
Looks like they're trying to blink on Gwen here.
It does look that way. Sanfang is heading north, but running into Ilva, lurking in the shadows, trying to get this Gwen. But it looks like they're going to do an invasion here. Will red team pick this up?
I like this here from blue team. They're being aggressive. They're invading the jungle, and they get away with the doubles there for free. So they were a little behind as it was, so that's going to help them catch back up. But the collapse is happening in top now.
Yes, sir, but it's 3 versus 2. Will blue team rotate for their top? And Lance lands an impale, but Lance also blocks the stun coming out of Ilva.
Yeah, that was really nice from Diff there.
Lance getting major value again. Diff, once again, getting value with an impale.
Ooh, Isaiah wasn't ready there.
Top is in shambles right now, blue team. What's happening mid? Here comes Star, late on that rotation. Probably should have came a little bit earlier. Gets another stack, feeding them stacks to Catherine. But Lance is back, Bubble is down, and here comes the B throw. Oh no, Star. Oh, Diff almost catching the Saucy. But they reset, they survive. Barely hanging on by a thread. Red team is sieging top lane. Saucy and Chavez, will they be able to hold?
Red team is doing a really great job here in their bot lane by getting early pressure in.
Yeah, their ability to block value off of the Reza and Ilva there. The Ilva, when she got the stun off, but when she tried to land her B, Lance slapped her away with his B. I mean, that was real skillful plays right there for the Lance into the Ilva and Reza. And Sanfang providing excellent support so that, you know, Reza can't farm efficiently. Looks like most of the blue team is surrounded by mid side. By mid as... Well, looks like there's action bottom. Kestrel, Nick on Grace, taking out Pledge Noob on Kestrel. Now, as you know, that Grace is a tricky hero to play against. When you think you have her against the ropes, and before you know it.
Yeah, she's definitely good at catching people off guard and sustaining in fights. I like to say she has that cool effect where you think you have them dead, and then all of a sudden she just kind of sustains. Because once she gets the Serpent's Mask alongside with her A, it's very difficult to take her down.
which Nick has right now. He just has a Serpent's Mask. People are starting to get their tier 1s. At this moment, Diff on jungle already completed Storm Crown. They're pushing top, making sure Saucy does not succeed.
Yes. They definitely made a good adjustment, Red Team. They're putting a lot more pressure on bot. They are not letting
Ooh,
Saucy
Celeste
get
just threw
fed.
the ult and got Red Team really low at mid. Kestrel's one shot going out, clipping the Grace. But mid will stand. Red Team retreating at mid. Oh, there's another play happening. Ilva getting the stun and the B off, with Star getting the kill.
Okay.
Under turret there. Blue team and red team trade 1 for 1. As the bot laner is in and the jungler is at mid, helping push as Kestrel goes back home for the blue team. Saucy is noticing no one's in his lane, so he's gonna push up here, see what he can get done while the top is away. Reza shall play.
That's right. But Lance is lingering nearby, taking his jungle. He's actually going to back up here and take his gold oak. Kestrel, looking like she's about to be on the rope soon. She's down a level, and Nick is barreling down this lane.
Yes, sir. Kestrel with that completed Sorrow Blade there should be able to return some of that life she lost back to Grace. But Grace
Reza and Gwen getting into a duel here. Forces the flask out of the Gwen. Reza now trying to get the Gwen on the back foot. We have some more action in mid. Catherine going in for the stun on the stun thing. That was a little bit of a mistake there. You want to hold on to that stun for defense.
Also, for him looking to explode his B onto a Catherine bubble, not good. Should be looking to save that B.
Here we go. Again, happening on the Celeste. Unfortunately, Catherine just wasn't in position, but she does use her ult to get the kill on Samuel, so that's a good trade there. Oh, Sanfeng really missing a ult there that could have helped get the kill on Catherine.
Lanson is in between Reza and Ilva here. Is Lance on the attack? Yes, he is. Saucy is low.
Yeah, and the turret is low as well. Catherine looking to engage. Yeah. She has Fountain. She doesn't have her ult though.
Big rotation onto top here.
Oh, good Fountain to help keep her team alive there. And now there's a 4-man rotation.
4-man rotation on the top.
In the meantime, Nick is barreling down the loon, so they may lose that turret if nobody rotates there. Kestrel now running towards her to try to save it, but I don't think she's going to get there in time. Grace has a nice puppy wave.
Big fight happening between on top, red and blue team. And red team is on fire right now. They're putting to shame the enemy blue team, for they have no Fountain. Neither teams have Fountain, but red team's health is looking good. They are up by 3k at the moment. 2k.
Yeah, a lot more of a margin than we saw from last game. They're definitely being a lot more aggressive with their rotations in this early game to try to give themselves a lead.
Ooh, I noticed Chavez here on the Ilva not finishing that Storm Crown. Best believe her rotations will be slower than the enemy jungler here, who has a crown. Diff.
That is very true.
On the Lance.
Reza's turret is getting very weak here. Gwen's probably looking to take this out on the next push. Some more action in mid. Grace is looking to rotate. Grace going in on the Celeste under the turret. Is this a mistake? It's going to be a triple silence back from the Catherine to pull them back. Good ult from the Celeste to try to finish that off, but a good heal from Grace to keep himself up. And it's just going to reset. Now Grace looking to get into the Kestrel, diving the Kestrel. Kestrel gets the cloud off though. Pledge new landing some shots, but she's running sprints out there. Probably a good boots because Lance was coming down. Now Catherine trying to look to buy and rotate. Lance invading here. Catherine looks like she's a little bit unsure what to do. She needs to go up and help Reza here, who has a 3v1 happening. This turret is probably gonna go down. Ilva's looking to help him rotate. Ilva, what's Ilva gonna do? Oh, good Sam thing. Oh, actually catching both of them. Oh, but Saucy gets the kill. Now Catherine joining the team fight. The carries are not really looking to engage anymore. They're both very weak. Fountain is up though. Catherine might be looking for a bait play. She's still pressing forward, probably telling her team that she has the fountain ready. She kind of wastes that stun there, but maybe they'll get San Fang. She does pop that fountain, and that turns into a good play. But they're probably going to just trade here. Let's see. They're going to get this turret, but Grace is barreling down the lane.
Yes, she is. Bottom is wide open here, and they can't do anything to stop it. Grace should be getting bottom turret here off for red team, and they will pull further ahead because of that. While Samuel in mid, not doing too bad. CS
Now they're trying to collect on Grace. Did Nick stay for too long? Oh, wasn't able to land the stun with the Ilva, unfortunately. And now he's chasing pretty deep. Star taking a lot of damage there from the Sam, but trying to hold the lane for his mid laner, so it's understandable.
Sanfang fountain is up, so a fight might be breaking out for them real soon. As 3 of them circle bottom. 3 red in the river. 2 of the blue team in mid, but Star is really low. Without fountain either. Blue team is not looking to fight right now. As
We got Grace invading now, stealing the weapon buff from Kestrel there. That's huge.
Yes,
that's going to play a big factor in the next team fight. Now you got some action in mid.
As Grace is circling down to try to jump onto Kestrel here.
Sam losing the sleep there, unfortunately.
Nope, we have Black Claw that is up. That's what everyone should be looking to get done here. Blue jungle is up, but red team is not clearing it. They're looking to look like they're looking for a team fight right now. Lance and Gwen.
Even though they were up 3K, now the game is pretty even. It's a big team fight breaking out here by the Dragon. Catherine lands the silence. That's really going to hurt red team there. Red team's on the back foot now. They're trying to kite, but they're going to pick up 2, 3. 3 of them are down. 4 of them are down. Yeah. Unfortunately, Grace is split pushing here and trying to get some value for her team going down. Blue team is on the Dragon now. But they're going to have to respond to this lane. Rez is backing up. So yeah, I don't know. It looks like that was a combination of just red team not being able to get together in a big team fight moment.
Yeah.
That and the Catherine silence landing that really needed to get blocked.
Ooh, but Grace just juked Saucy just now. Nick getting him. Saucy thought he had Grace down to about 10%, but one shot. Letting him know that you're not safe.
Running for it. Oh, she's gonna catch Slick Nick in time.
Oh no! Nick is gonna turn this around.
Is Nick gonna turn this around? He has a level on her.
He has boots. And no, he's gonna escape here.
I think he can just try to get out now. That's pretty good for me because that hurts Blue's team's push with Black Guard.
Alright, game is only 2K apart. It could still go either way.
Unfortunately, that gave the team the lead. That Black Cloud, they didn't really get value from that. So now you have Ghostwing up. You have team fighting happening around there. Another silence landed once again from the Star. Cat Lover on the back foot. Nice stun on the Grace to stop her from getting the kill. Oh, they're not able to take the Grace down. That's what I was talking about earlier about the Grace. Looking like she's about to go down, but then she sustains.
Yep. And her fountain just spawned and he just used it. But will Elva get the kill here? Oh, Grace once again escaping by the skin of her teeth, and the one shot from the Kestrel misses. Red team Trying to get onto
What?
this over here. And they pick up the kill. The Lance and the Samuel pick up the kill. The Reza clearing out vision. But looks like Reza's not in a good spot. He has a lot of enemies around. Trying to do some solo work here. There is jungle up. Blue team should be clearing away their jungle here as quickly as possible to get onto the next team fight.
Yep. Blue team pulling ahead though by a nice amount now. They're up by 3 again, and they have the lanes in their favor. And Ghostwing is up, but blue team has the vision around Ghostwing right now, so they should be able to get a better team fight on their terms if they can just get their lanes in order and group together here.
Well, right now, red team has the lanes against the blue team now. Blue team needs to take care of the lanes before it gets too out of control, as Reza take care of his. And looks like they're taking care of bottom now. Looks like red team is spreading out vision all over the place and denying vision, it seems. As they get together.
Blue team really needs to get together. They're starting to. Red team is sieging mid lane now. Caliber doing the best he can to push them down.
Ultimates were thrown. Ilva Root is down. Drifting Dark is down. Nick still has heal up, and it looks like they're doing great. Celeste Solar Storm lands. Lance getting his Impale reflex blocked. Oh, but the carries are getting away from the Samuel. The beef is getting away from the Samuel, and he needs the help. But Lance, the one-man wrecking crew, on his own. Sandfang caught up. Ooh, there was not enough teamwork there. If Lance and Sandfang stayed by Samuel.
Yeah, definitely some disjointed team fighting there, and that's going to lead to blue team unfortunately tying the game up now and taking Ghostwing. So red team kind of threw their lead away twice this game, and now they're going to be paying for it because now blue team has Ghostwing at probably the most important point in the game.
Yes, because Ghostwing is up for grabs, and the fighting to have their lanes in order continues. As blue team and Ilva here might be taking bottom turret.
Ace trying to get Celeste, doesn't pick off Celeste, but Celeste is forced to go home, and this should lead to a possible Blacklock take as, yep, Grace is starting the Dragon here. This is going to force blue team to have to make a decision. They should be able to group up and challenge this in time. Celeste throws a Soul Storm out, excuse me. Here we go. The silence, Reza going in, Ilva going in, they pick up the Samuel, now diving the Sandfang, and this is looking like bad news bears for red team.
Yes, it is.
More fighting happening, Grace is lingering. Team is going to be able to take over. But unfortunately, the red team did not. What do you think happened there for red team? Do you think it was a good idea to start that Dragon?
Well, for red team, I did not see how they started it, but it did look like they were not in position to handle a fight at all during the taking of it. It seemed.
Oh, Grace diving into a 5v1 there. That's gonna force a fountain out. And that's really unfortunate. I think Grace needed to really be back there to defend the Dragon. This might be a problem. I'm watching the Sam. He's trying his best to kite here and defend as best as he can. Oh my gosh, that stun from the Celeste landing on both of them really hurt, and now they are in big trouble.
Saucy coming in for the second armor. Yeah, this look like it is donezo for the red team here.
Yeah, that was really oh, the stun. Oh wow, really great coordination.
Yeah.
I feel bad for the red team. That's unfortunate. They had their number this time, but they could not come together when it mattered.
Their draft seemed superior in certain ways, but sadly, they could not find value in what they needed to get value in. The positioning just wasn't tight enough in team fights, and before you know it, there are too many holes in the boat. You're sinking.
Yeah. So that's going to be a 2-0, unfortunately, even though they were really close games. Let me have a minute to go talk to both teams and see, if we're probably going to get the second scrim started. So just give me a second.
Sure. That was a real close game. That Ilva. Now those back and forths, everybody. Sadly, my game closed at a few key points. I don't know what's wrong with why my computer is having the stream closed though. For real.
Hey Darth.
Yeah.
I need your insight because I'm unsure critical insight. Like no bars hold. Like
Uh,
what did I do like wrong?
um, it's sad to say I can't say much because my stream kept crashing, or the Vainglory kept closing on me for a lot majority of the games. But
Damn.
from what I did see, sorry, 1 second, phone call.
No, that's fine. What up, Havoc? I know you muted, but just what up if you can hear me.
Hello?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I can only tell you what I saw. And what I saw was there's a few times that you could have rotated more to your teammate instead of pushing. Um you like you think you're going to get value pushing there, but you should be the way you should be thinking is how can I get value with my team? But despite all that, you still got value even though you pushed at like great times though.
Yeah, I was just only going off of what they were telling me to push because when they got Black Claw the first time, they told me to keep pushing, and I did push, got the turn, killed Reza, handled the Celeste again, I mean the Kestrel, and then try to rotate back mid.
But you made very little mistakes. Like the biggest mistake I would say is in the team fighting. There were times where you weren't like glued to your carries. Like there was one team fight with Diff. Diff was on your team, right?
Yeah, I think it was the top lane, and that's what started the downfall when I went straight back in, and I should have went back towards Sam and healed him up and then kept fighting.
Yeah, that was the one I did catch. And Sanfang died first, and then you went backwards to try to help the Sam, but the Sam was already in too much jeopardy.
Yeah.
Somebody got to him before you were able to go back. So that did
I
give
fucked up
leverage.
big.
Hey, it's not a huge deal. Just you guys gotta be able to before you commit to any fight. You should really be asking yourself, especially as a Malay person, who's with me right now. Sanfang was with you, so it felt like y'all were ready to go, but Sam was not. Like,
Yeah. It was just that I asked him if he could roam so I could get into a laning position because I felt like we were struggling in the lanes when I was roaming, and I felt like that didn't help at all. Like it helped in the fact that like I shut down the Kestrel and
yeah,
made her pretty much useless. But like when it came down to team fighting, it didn't matter because it's still a team-based game, you know.
yeah, and that's what everyone should be trying to do. What can we do as like a team, two or more people? If you ever find yourself alone, that's probably the reason why you're in a bad position. So that's probably the only thing. Ace would probably have way more to say because he saw more.
Yeah. They're saying I was just too aggressive, which, in hindsight, now I'm looking back on it, and it looks like I was.
You were, but you were getting value out of it. It was only that one time you just called out with Sanfeng and Samuel, and maybe another time that I didn't see, where that aggression or that positioning was not
Just
good enough.
off.
Yeah, it was off.
Yeah.
So, like you were carrying for your team. Like you made your lane so good for your team that all the other lanes prospered. Like, so you might go down as like MVP despite those two mistakes.
But either way, we still lost in the hole. Fuck.
It's not only that, Sanfeng too. Sanfeng put himself in positions to not be in a good spot either. He was also he was giving value to Catherine's bubble a lot. Like, you're not supposed to be throwing your B on Sanfeng when Catherine is bubbled, but I saw this Sanfeng watch the bubble go up numerous times and then throw his B on her so she can splash damage on everybody. So,
it was just that, like, we all asked Isaiah to roam if he could.
Go to the right channel now so we can get started.
Alright. Can we get Havoc in here? Is Havoc playing?
Yeah, Iman, can you play actually? Because we're actually short somebody right now.
I don't even know if he's there.
He's probably not there. He's muted.
He's typing.
Oh,
You said 10 minutes.
okay. I mean.
Oh, he's there. He's here. He's typing right now. He said 10 minutes, 9:20, 4 more minutes if everyone could.
Yeah, that's fine. Because people need to talk about their.
Yeah, can we put Cat Lover back on the other team and put Isaiah Bro back on our team?
Hold on.
And we'll take Havoc for the last diff.
Yeah, I mean.
Why are you triggered, Cat Lover?
Oh, he's in the other call.
I don't know I don't know what keeps happening to Isaiah Bro.
Yeah, we'll take Havoc in substitution for diff.
Okay, gotcha.
You should swap me with his name. Cat Lover.
No. Cat Lover was on your team.
Yeah, put me on your team. That would be fair.
I don't know how fair that would be. Like, it's not about fair. I want to play against you and smack you up a little bit more.
Okay, I guess I'll mid. Sam, you like smacked that Kestrel bot. I'm not kidding.
No, but it doesn't matter, especially as a whole, as a team. If
No, you should know what you should do. If you're ahead as a top laner, you can go mid and then just pressure their.
Yeah, that's what I was doing. If you didn't see that, like I was pushing my lane, rotating mid, and then going back to push top, and then rotating back mid. That's why my top didn't go down until like late.
I called that out in the cast. I saw you.
Yeah, but yeah, what we want to do is like tell their team, oh wait, I'm gonna come down. Let's try to pick up the kill.
Yeah, that's what I was doing. I was trying to communicate.
The problem was when you rotated that one time as Grace in the early game, Samuel and Sanfeng did not go in with you, so your rotation was wasted. So in other words, they
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Yeah, then it wasn't better communication by me then, especially if I'm the one coming down. That's on me.
Because then if you could have gotten like killed, could have gotten the mid turret, and then had your Samuel, had your Samuel fed.
Yeah.
Other than that, I don't know why the Gwen keeps going defense first, second item.
Put Pledge on Team B if that's cool. Then we'll take Havoc when he gets back.
Alright, so I let them know. Everybody's fine with waiting a little bit for Emon. So we're I just gotta get these teams straightened out.
Yeah, what's the move?
Oh, Diff is back?
Oh, you're back?
I mean, it all depends. What do you guys want to do? Are we gonna switch up the teams?
Yeah, that was the plan all along. We're doing a second scrim, and the teams are going to be different now.
Yeah, I just don't want.
That's fine. I was just taking I just took a shower quick.
Oh, okay, cool, no problem.
Yeah,
So,
I just don't want Star, Cat Lover, or Chev on my team.
I don't mind team scrimming, but like, let me get my team.
Okay, I feel you, dude. I'll give you guys. Yeah, that's fine. I'll give you guys the team that you want right now.
Like, I'll bot scrim them, but like, then we're here to help them. We're not here. You know what I'm saying?
So, what do you want?
Oh no, I don't care. I was fine with whatever. But if we're gonna do this again for the good of everybody, we should split them up.
Okay, I feel you.
Then I'll take Chev. I just don't want Star or Cat Lover because I will be cussing them the whole game.
Okay.
And let them carry one of the Isaiahs.
Wait, so who do you want me to take off Team A right now?
Honestly, we should switch Cat and Isaiah, one of the Isaiahs.
I don't want Cat.
Alright, then you're gonna have to take Ichi, Cat, or Chev, one of them. And
I'll
I would
take
say
Chev.
Then it's
let Cat and Star stick together and let them be butt buddies.
They're kind of toxic, man.
That's exactly why, because if they get on this team, I will rip one of them apart.
So I'll keep you guys separate. Can you get online, Diff?
Yeah.
I just want to get started soon because everybody's waiting. So you want Diff on the team? So who do you want?
We're switching one of the Isaiah. Could switch with Chev.
Switch Isaiah with Chev and then give them Diff?
No, we keep Diff. We're just switching one of the Isaiahs.
Okay. So
with
I should
Chev.
move. No, but Diff's not on your team. That's why I'm confused.
No, Diff was on my team.
I can switch Isaiah with Chev like that, but you see, you're still full. Like,
I'm not in there yet.
I know what
He's getting on.
Yeah, Diff was on our team, is what I'm saying.
The team was down, so it's a fair play. More based on skill than.
Is this what? Nah, this isn't fair.
No.
Nah. If you guys don't mind, I just want to stick to the plan that I had.
Yeah,
dude, do whatever you like. We're here to help you.
Okay.
Yeah, you're the boss man at the end of the day.
I'm really not here for my value.
I'll just keep myself muted if I get one of either Star or Cat Lover.
Yeah, I do have Cat Lover on your team for this one.
Yeah, then do you. You're the boss.
Thanks. I appreciate it, man.
Might just switch me with Calorie. Wouldn't that be like, since I know Nick? I think we played quite a while.
They were toxic like that?
When are you watching A Star Is Born? Is it on there?
Yeah, Star.
On your schoolwork?
Okay, so these are the teams. This should be good. So yeah, if you guys can get to your voice channels, and we'll get started.
Oh, I can't go. I'm gonna have to leave Drag me.
I'll just
Please.
reinvite you. It's fine.
Drag. Okay, I'll leave.
Wait, what's going on?
You just got to get to the
I'll go
voice
with you to
chat.
Sonic when I'm done with these. I gotta get mad high before I go to Sonic.
Hello.
Yep.
Do y'all still need me?
Not sure. I think Diff is filling your spot.
Okie dokie.
But I'm not sure. I think Ace had to step out for a second.
Sounds bueno.
Hopefully I can watch the whole game this time without it crashing.
That would be nice for all your viewers too.
All, how many? 2 of them? 5. Are you one of them?
I can neither confirm nor deny.
Well, that's probably 4. 4 viewers. Cat, that's 3 viewers. Appreciate the views though.
Damn, dude, what happened in the game that like Nick is so triggered? I don't understand.
I don't know. I asked. Nobody answered.
They're probably putting all their blame on him, and he's getting mad because he doesn't think it's all him.
No, Nick actually carried their team from his top
Yeah.
lane for majority of the
No,
game.
I don't agree with what he did at the end of the game, but besides that, I think he played great. You know, maybe just one mistake or whatever, but
Yeah,
just
I
like
know Nick
frustrating.
played fine. It's just that I think they'll blame his quote unquote over aggression. Because people look for an easy target to blame.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And stuff like that is easy target to blame. And Nick knows he's on the right here, more or less. But they're probably just not giving him the time of day.
Because their macro is bad. And once your macro is bad, you can't see your own flaws. You just looked at everyone else's.
That's just how people work. They can't look inside themselves first. They gotta look to others.
They just see the glaring mistake, but they themselves are not perfect either. Plenty of missed opportunities and value given on their behalf. Shoot, and in terms of rotations, I don't think Nick got much either.
Well, that means that's on his team then.
Yeah.
All right, let's start this up. Just a little frustrated. I don't think I could have done more in terms of being specific about not being toxic, about being on time, and about using voice chat. So
that's when you give him the ban hammer, brother. Gotta get strict with it. Show me you're not afraid to use that power.
Yeah, I guess so. It's definitely out of my comfort zone, but you're right. You see, I made the same mistake with Shaq, and I don't want to make that mistake again.
Yeah, man. I mean, technically, if we are speaking technicalities, these scrims should have been over by now.
Yeah, dude. Because I wanted to play. All right, let's talk about this draft.
Rezaban.
So we.
I'll go mute again so y'all can focus.
Appreciate it.
Mm-hmm.
Kane ban on A side, interesting one. Nobody's a Kane player, it seems, for A side.
Yeah, that's a little strange. Nick is definitely a Kane player, and I would think they would want to let him get that, but they could be going for something else. We don't know.
Mm-hmm.
I'm interested to see the Isaiahs play against each other now. And I'm interested to see Star work together with Saucy instead of working together with Cat Liver like he usually does.
Okay.
So looks like the Celeste gets taken. It looks like they're not letting Saucy jump on that, and Anka gets taken from Star. Going to take up the Gwen, a nice comfort pick. Pretty standard pick so far. Pretty standard bans. Interested to see what the captain options are going to be for both teams, because both teams have plenty of damage. You see Nick jumping on the Kestrel. They're highlighting Alpha, so both teams are definitely just thinking about what it seems to be like comfort picks, which could be good or bad, because sometimes doing that leads to a comp that doesn't synergize well. For example, the Celeste and Alpha don't synergize really because Alpha's looking to really dive in deep while Celeste is looking to kind of stay back and kite. But as long as they coordinate together, you know, Alpha can just play smart and they can make it work.
Alpha just needs to position around Celeste, and she'll be worked out fine.
So the Finn pick there is really interesting because it's tough to keep up as Finn with Anka, but it's really great into the Alpha, Kestrel, and Celeste. And the Grace now coming down. This Alpha is should be sweating, you know. That's a lot of CC, that's a lot of front line. Alpha should have a very difficult time landing kills on Gwen and Anka. Meanwhile, blue team grabbing Glaive.
That is an interesting one as well. They have as much beef on each side. The captain pick here is going to be the kicker.
Yeah, I think if they take Arden, they are really safe here with this. But Arden really hard counters the damage of Gwen and Anka. Oh no, what the fuck?
Well,
Looks like somebody just hit exit by accident. Probably trying to decide what skin they wanted to dominate with.
I guess.
Yeah, because it's right next to the skin button. So
okay, good to know.
I've definitely fat fingered that before. That's definitely happened to me once or twice.
Haven't done that. Actual fat fingers. So we're going to get the same draft.
So I think looking at this draft, blue team's win condition is just protect Celeste, protect Kestrel, and everybody synergizes well with that except for the Alpha. Meanwhile, red team's win condition is Gwen and Magnus. Everybody synergizes together well except for the Anka, who's looking to dive in. So I feel like both teams have the same kind of issue where you have one person looking to be hyper aggressive and you have the rest of the team looking to do the opposite. but we'll see how it plays out here. Because, like you said, if you position correctly, you can negate the negative aspects that I was just talking about.
Mm-hmm. Alpha just needs to stay clear of Grace and Finn, and she will be alright to do damage. But that Grace and Finn need to get their value on their stuns and all their abilities to make sure everything runs smooth. Who will come out a victor here? Nobody knows. But it is.
I don't mean to butt in, but just a reminder, this is Silly's Alpha we're dealing with here, so we all know how sweaty that is.
Ooh. That is our.
Does have the potential
That must
to,
be my conscience, because there's only 2 spectators in this mode. But my conscience comes out sometimes when there's supposed to only be 2. But who knows? My conscience may say in one thing or two that I'm not saying. On Ace VG Scrims. Okay, we're in it for the round 2 of tonight's matches. Teams are switched up. Drama has happened.
Yeah.
But
Let's see what comes from.
despite all that, everything is hanging by a thread for both teams. As mid is duking out Magnus versus Celeste.
Magnus versus Celeste. You got Alpha being very aggressive up against this Gwen. And you have a Kestrel up against Grace. So.
Another matchup of Kestrel Grace. This time Nick on the Kestrel instead of the Grace. Nick seems like he's serious and means business when he pulls out this Kestrel, which they allow it through, mind you. They ban Maline instead of banning Kestrel here. But everything looking smooth here. There is 2 red members around Alpha, who is pushed really far up here and is about to get flanked.
But backtracks with her A. She's got 2 lives. Keep that in mind. Putting good damage onto Anka. Now Finn rotating up. It's a 3v1 situation, but Alpha still putting on the pressure. Arden joining the fight now, trying to get the kill on Anka. Doesn't get the kill, unfortunately, but they do turn it around, and that was really, really great pressure from Alpha there. That's really good, taking advantage of her double life. You know, when you have those 2 lives, you really do want to go kind of balls to the wall offense.
Except she kind of messed up there. That her aggression got saved by her teammates. Thankfully for that rotation up the top, or else she would have most definitely died for her, been punished for her aggressions.
Yeah, I mean, it was unfortunate they didn't get the kill on Anka, but if you look, blue team is up now by over a K gold, so I think it will turn into something good for them.
Yep, because both teams did rotate for each other to make sure the losses weren't great. Nobody scored first blood yet, but blue team seems to be farming better than. Oh damn it! I knew better not to press tab. So when I hit the tab button to look at the screen, the game crashes. I gotta make sure not to do that.
So we got a 2v1. Anka looking for a kill on Kestrel in bot lane. She gets the dagger going in now. Kestrel missing both glimmers, unfortunately, but not afraid. Glaive joining her now in the lane as Anka leaves, putting the pressure back onto Grace. Glaive trying to help Kestrel. Alpha, meanwhile, barreling down the lane once again. And now watch, keep in mind, she got those 2 lives again. So, again, not afraid to be aggressive. A lot of laners, I think, would just back up here, but she sees she has the wave. She sees Gwen has to deal with it, and just getting more and more early damage onto that turret. So, Gwen definitely on the back foot here against this Anka. Meanwhile, Kestrel trying to do the same to Grace, having a little bit more resistance. With blue team pulling ahead now, 2K gold lead. Action in mid, first blood. Celeste being able to pick up a Finn who was just a little too far forward as he was weak. Should have probably already bought, sitting on, 1.1K gold. So it's a little too greedy. Once you get to that 900, 1K in the early game, it's really imperative that you go back and buy, so you don't give up an easy kill like that.
Man, he
That's
definitely
just
goes
gonna.
and buys those. He has Life Spring and Tier 2 boots online, so Diff is looking to make some rotations. On the Finn.
Yep, I'm barreling down this lane. Gwen is really falling behind here. Only 21 farm to Alpha's 38, so Alpha dominating her lane pretty much single-handedly.
Yep.
You have a 3v1 situation though. Could this be an overextension? They're not able to burst Alpha down, unfortunately. That's gonna really just lead to a loss of value there because 3 people rotated. So now you have Celeste picking up another kill, shutting down Isaiah Bro on the Grace there. That dive really didn't work out for him. And another victim of not buying. You see Isaiah Bro there dying with 1.5k after an attack on the Celeste. Really should have just went back there, bought some items. So it's a little bit of mistakes coming out of blue team, unfortunately.
And they are
I'm
up
sorry,
by
red
3K.
team.
They're up by
Excuse me.
3K, and they are in a good. Blue team is in good position to try to take Ghostwing if they so do choose. Alpha pushed up real heavy on the turret there, Gwen's turret, but he does not have his perk up, so he is backing up here as she defends. Action in mid as Celeste is sieging on red team. Saucy trying to work that Magnus, but all I see is that Magnus getting worked by Cat Lover Celeste here. Magnus is a level ahead though, so he might have been taking more. His farm may be better than Celeste. No, it is not. But somehow he has the level. Probably by blue buff takes. Action bottom.
Yeah. Kestrel is getting pressure from Anka and Grace, but holding on well. Not overcommitting in terms of positioning, just focusing on her farm, leaving that cloud up in case a dive does happen. Meanwhile, you have some more action in mid.
Alpha
and
is back online with her ultimate reboot. And she
a really great kill there on the Magnus. Really good teamwork from Blade and Celeste, chaining their stuns together.
Alpha
More action in
down. Yeah, Alpha reboot
yeah,
is down.
in
She tried to go
So,
full turret there, but got punished by red team for trying to push up on the top turret. As Grace and Kestrel mean mugging each other.
Oh wow. Celeste really getting a lot of work done here. 4 kills already.
Uh-oh, Glaive
Able
invasion.
to pick up the answer there.
And Glaive is in a danger zone here. Really low health.
Yeah. Kestrel trying to put more pressure on the Grace, trying to get value for her team.
As everyone scrambles to take their jungle.
Red team trying to pressure mid now. They're down like 4k, so they really need to get some value somewhere. Finn looks like he's gonna die again, unfortunately. That's a second death there on the Finn, just being a little too far forward, taking too much damage from Celeste. Alpha now looking like he's gonna be able to get the turret here against Gwen. That's gonna open up the map even more. Diving in now. Doesn't have her second life, but she has a level up on Gwen. She's perfectly fine team fighting here. She sees on the mini map that nobody's able to rotate to her because Kestrel is dominating her lane, Celeste is dominating her lane, so Alpha is just turning up the aggression. Level 8 already.
Yep, I'm glad
Looking-
he's diving into the
looking
jungle
good.
here to get value out of red team. The Alpha, that is, looking to get as much value as possible now that his lane is pushed. While mid is, for the blue team is wide open, so this Magnus Finn is trying to capitalize on that. Oh, action bottom.
Yeah, blue team really working well together here. Red team just kind of struggling in their team fighting. Not as coordinated, and they are losing their lanes. Alpha now invading their jungle. They're kind of running away with this game here now.
Yes, that, The Finn not being able to rotate as much as he could have to assist from those 2 deaths has led to this moment. Because Gwen really needed rotations, and she never got them. I mean, she did get some rotations, but it was just like they didn't get value out of them. But now it looks like they might be getting value now as 2v1 on Alpha, but Alpha is level 9.
Alpha is just a little too far ahead now, and she has the mask, so she's able to sustain very well.
Yep.
Manages to live there with her perk and getting just out of turret range, but team is definitely looking to collapse on her now. This would be a really good pickup for the red team if they could do it, but they just don't have the coordination right now. The lanes are against them. They're trying to salvage what they can in terms of farm. So rotations are definitely lacking. Kestrel really bullying the Grace. She's already taken that first turret.
Wow, what a one-shot from Kestrel.
Yeah, really good awareness there. They finally take Alpha down. Arden was a little late there with his fountain, unfortunately, and just couldn't get her out.
Fountain is down now for blue team. They are still
Mark getting on Celeste, ult, and gets out. Good stun. I mean, good football from Finn, but again, Finn is just really behind here. Not as tanky as he needs to be. Really can't be aggressive.
Alright, so this should have been a long time ago. Ghostwing, this team is up by
11k.
11k. Or is that 9?
Yeah. This is a little unfortunate. Yeah. I think I definitely made a mistake in the team building this time because blue team pretty much won each lane very dominantly here. So maybe I'll make a switch depending on what happens in this next few minutes. Because definitely not as close as the last series.
Or if you want to fill in someone's spot to even out the team. I'm sure Havoc.
Yeah,
Havoc can cast.
That's true. Okay. Oh man, blue team is just really ahead here. They're pretty much just having their way with the red team. They can
it's pretty much a cat playing with yarn at this point in time.
Yeah, red team finally getting 1 kill here.
Question is, will blue team
they really need something unfortunate.
The question is, will blue team have the brain cells to
overextend?
Nope, looks like Nick is. Ooh, that Vanguard had so much value on it.
Yeah, really counteracting the Anka there. Looks like they're just going to get this Ghost Wing, get themselves more ahead, and get themselves primed for a team fight.
Alpha on the Doom train up top, taking on 2, Saucy, not even giving it a care. But he looks like he will die now. I wish this this Alpha did not push as much as he did. I remember telling Nick about this. You are to try to do things with your team, but this is...
Yeah, that was definitely a little bit of an overextension.
Which is really bad, because your team is in a lead, and you being one of their most heavily bountied players should not die.
Kestrel now also looking to get collapsed on. This is a 3v1 situation here.
Same thing that happened is happening here.
Oh no, and they're gonna get that kill there. They still have a great gold lead, but both those kills
set them back.
Could have been avoided for sure. Hopefully red team can capitalize on this. Blue team definitely getting a little overconfident there, I think. Have blue team still deep in their jungle. Anka trying to get stuff done, but doesn't have her team with her to back her up. And yeah, it looks like they're still just fine, even with giving up those kills. They're still up by 10k. They are taking their jungle, the enemy's jungle. Really good afterburn from Glaive there to get out of a sticky situation.
Blue team really weak.
Celeste now charging in. Gets pulled by the Finn, but boots out. Arden now throwing the gauntlet. Alpha deep into a team fight here into by their gold though. They are doing what they can. This is what I was talking about earlier about the Alpha not working as much in the team comp with her team, but her team's able to rotate and they're able to help them out. So oh no, the Celeste is just running a town in this mid lane. Ooh, Arden dies there from the turret unnecessarily. Alpha, like, I think Alpha wants the armory at this point. She's just blind aggression here. Almost gets the turret, but doesn't, unfortunately.
Some call it blind aggression. We call it throwing. But as Glaive tries to bat up Star at mid, but doesn't get him. Blue team is looking to regroup, steal as much jungle as possible. Hopefully pick up the dragon that's about to spawn now to help them close this game out. But honestly, they should have been grouped up a long time ago and just rammed down a lane together. This game would have been over for they.
Absolutely, I agree. Yeah, with their gold lead here,
farming is irrelevant at this point.
We're looking at team fight non-stop here. This is where some teams fall into the trap of not getting value for their lead. Because if you drag this game out long enough, red team could just climb back right in it in terms of items and start getting the team fights that they want. So blue team might be missing out on an opportunity here to just end the game.
There we go, Alpha again, not caring what her team is doing.
Here, a 5v4 situation could break out. Red team, though, really not in a position to team fight. You see the Gwen porting home there. And now blue team just going for Ghostwing. Here we go, 1v1 Alpha Anka duel, but that Anka 2 levels behind. Not able to do anything. Anka should really just be with her team right now to try to help collapse on this Ghostwing.
Looks like blue team is going to get the Ghostwing though. Ooh, Diff trying to get this chain off without his team at all.
Yeah, that wasn't a smart chain there, unfortunately. That's just going to lead to them dying now.
Grace and Finn. So there was a positioning issue there for red team. Finn and Grace were hovering by Ghost, but Gwen and Magnus were not. They were in mid lane, not with the captain trying to stop them from taking a Ghostwing. So that is a huge positioning issue, as well as communication. Whether or not they should have won to go with it, to go with them. The fact that Finn and Grace got caught out like that is a huge mistake. More so on them than on Magnus and Gwen, because you can argue they're not. The money lead is so much that contesting Ghost is impossible. But at the same time, Finn and Grace should not have been killed there. They should have gotten away, or at least Grace. I mean, yeah. Well, Grace did get away. But blue team got black.
Down with the here, yeah. This is pretty much gonna seal the deal. Even without the Alpha, they should be able to just barrel over them. I'm trying to figure out what we should do with teams here. Probably gonna move Cat Lover over to red team. Because Cat Lover seems to be really dominating right now. 11 kills. Just barreling down the lane. Oh, a good pull from the Finn. Maybe this could turn things around. A good fountain to keep everybody alive. Can somebody get a kill? Yes, Anka finally picking something up there. Now, onto the Kestrel. That's double. Using the ult. Got the Celeste falling back. They're still very ahead. Blacklaw's dead. Red team really needs to get this kill on Celeste. The bounty is going to be very high. And Grace gets the kill. Huge, huge bounty there.
But here comes Alpha. With the
Alpha down. Really dangerous here. Whole team's dead. Really should just be getting out. Don't want to give the team the ace buff here.
Anka almost died right there. Oh, Star must be counting his blessings right now.
But good plays from Diff though to help his team stay alive, honestly. He did the best he could. Got a really great chain, really great fountain. And Star also going in there, getting in 2 kills. trying their best to hang on here. You know, if they can drag this out a little bit longer, you know, they will be in a position where they can team fight. But right now, they just need to sit back, try to catch up in gold, try to complete their builds. You see, Anka only has one tier 3 offensive item. You see, the Grace only has one tier 3 offensive item.
Looks like
One only still on 2,
blue team
and
is just
Magnus
on the.
only still on 2.
It looks like blue
Yep.
team is taking Ghostwing right now, for free, uncontested. But here comes red to contest.
Oh, good pull on the Celeste, but she boots out now. The red team collapsing. They're making plays. That's 2 kills there.
Red team.
They actually were able to steal that ghost wing, and look at that. Blue team now finding themselves in a precarious situation. Alpha split pushing, though, able to take out the armory, but Star and Finn and Magnus all going back to take this Alpha. And even though she gets the armory there, that's going to be another kill for red team.
Wow.
And slowly but surely, this gold lead is diminishing. Seth, I have to say, this has to be one of the biggest or bigger throws I've seen lately.
Olympic throws, I would say, from my calculations, Watson. Olympic throws, because with the gold lead they had, they should have won about 10 minutes ago.
Absolutely.
But instead,
they're just really giving the red team a chance to climb back in it.
By Alpha working by herself on a solo mission, notice her corpse has no teammates' corpses nearby.
Yeah, I agree with that. If Alpha is there with her team around that ghost wing, they just win that fight there easy. But there was pretty much a 4v5, and then red team responded accordingly. So even though they're still down by a significant amount, we're getting into that late game. You know, most people are level 12. Now you have Anka with 2 items. Oh, wait.
Red team has started on Black Claw. It's already 25% done. Blue team completely split.
Oh, wow. Very ballsy. Very ballsy from red team. But they have the vision, and this is, you know, sometimes you got to make a play like this if you want to get back into the game. Now blue team collapsing on Black Claw. Celeste able to take out Magnus, but Anka secures the Black Claw. Fountain and Chain coming down from Finn. Great quibble. Finn really doing what he can to help his team sustain.
But it wasn't enough.
It's not enough, unfortunately.
It was not enough. For the red team. Despite the Black Claw capture, blue team cleans up when Alpha says not today. That dive got in so much damage in the initial beginning.
Really unfortunate there. I think the red team just focused a little too much on the dragon and not enough on the team fight.
Absolutely. I'm sure abilities were down.
If they just focused on the team fight, because blue team like trickled in to contest the dragon. So if there was a little more coordination from red team to just pick people off, it really should have just been a bait. I think it was a great idea from them, but in the end, you had Anka concentrating on the spiel, and you just had not enough team fire focus. So let me go talk to the teams for a sec, and I'll be right back.
Ooh, that match.
Yeah. Oof. Oof.
Blue team with the throws all across the game, and yet they still win.
Hey man, I hate me a team that has such a lead and doesn't just end it. They play with their food.
Well,
I don't know.
It ain't right, that's for sure.
There's so much to say about that match. The rotations, Diff really caused a difficult time for his team when he died in mid, because there's only two people that could really rotate in the early game, and that's Captain and Jungle. If one of them goes down, oof.
Yeah, a lot of doors open when Diff started to die a couple of times.
Just did not die once, he died twice.
Yeah.
And that allowed the Alpha to run over the Gwen even more, who was barely holding
Honestly, once I saw Cillian on Alpha, I already knew was this whole game what it was gonna be.
But his
Just Alpha split pushing and his team struggling to compensate because they're not used to like antics like that.
Well, that's what happened in the late game. There was about 3 different occasions that he was pushing and died. But the gold lead was so great for him, it didn't even matter.
Mm-hmm.
1 second.
Mm-hmm.
Yo, Darth.
He's not here right now. What's up?
I tried congratulating Kat, despite our differences, on the carry.
Mm-hmm.
And this dude's like, nah, bro, I'm just trying to expose you.
Oh, nah.
And then Ace comes in at the wrong time, and I'm like ripping him to shreds.
Oh, damn.
Like
caught in the wrong
I
place at the wrong time.
I have like 3 people in here that heard me. Like I was like, "Yo, Cat!" Like when in the beginning when he got that snipe on Grace in the beginning to help me out, I was like, "Yo, good shit, appreciate it." Then we're continuing at the end of the game. I was like, "Dude, thanks for the fucking carry," but he didn't respond. I guess he was muted. So I just kept saying, "Yo, good shit, good shit." Then he was like, "Nah, bro, I'm just trying to expose you." What the fuck? like I don't get it. I have 3 other people in there that's like, yo, like why are you trying to be a dick for it? And then Ace comes in at the wrong time. Oh, Ace is in here.
Chief.
Ace, you there?
That just sounds like bad timing to me.
Yeah. Like I said, I'm not pointing fingers or anything, dude. I really would appreciate it if you just didn't call him a faggot, because I think that's a little over the top and a little unprofessional. And
yeah, I hear you on that.
Ask for everybody to be professional. Don't get me wrong. I understand why you're frustrated. I'm not trying to say you're right or wrong. I'm just asking you.
I'm still in the wrong because in today's day and age, PC is where it's all at. and I just want to say I apologize for that. I wish it didn't come out.
Yeah, dude, it's totally fine. So if we
Yeah.
could just get into the right voice channel and get this started, and
Yes.
yep,
Sorry about that.
no problem.
It's all good.
Saucy, if you could just get into
What?
the right
I'm
voice
just
channel.
asking.
Oh yeah,
My team wants to scrim as well.
like after this.
Yeah, or whatever, whenever.
Yes, yeah,
I mean, we
absolutely.
got 5 people now.
Yeah, we're always down. So
Next game
let's
after
just
this?
get this finished with. Yeah, sure.
Okay. I'm just gonna tell them.
Nice.
Oh man, frustrating.
I told you it would be this way.
Welcome to leadership.
Well, at least I appreciate everybody's patience because nobody just like dipped because we were taking too long, which I expected after a while. So I just want to get this finished.
Shows their dedication, and that's respectable.
Absolutely. It shows that people really do want to get these games played. So let's just finish this up here.
Alright, so we should probably break out our casting between someone who does the team fights and someone who does the in-between fights.
Agreed.
So what do you want to take?
Hey Ace, can you move Diff over to our channel, please?
I will try to get that done. Yeah, give me 1 second. I gotta see if I could make Seth a mod.
Is there some way you just right-click my name or something, or maybe it's in the settings?
You're gonna have to set up permissions for that.
Moderation.
You're gonna have to like give people permission to move people and stuff like that.
Let's see how I would do it in
The reason it works for you, Seth, is because you're the leader of that server, so you can just do whatever you want.
But yeah, I'm trying to see how I would do it from my server though.
Oh, I got it.
Okay, cool.
Okay, you should be able to do it now, Seth.
Yep. I just moved Havoc.
Yeah, so can you move Diff to there?
Diff is going into Scrim 1 or Scrim 2?
Wait, I think he's good now.
He's good.
Oh, okay, well. Yeah, I don't really think anybody was like right or wrong. I just think people got triggered over the game, and then Nick didn't like that some shade was being thrown about him, and he responded a little too aggressively. Because I don't believe that like Cat just played it 100% cool. Because I mean, Nick got triggered for something, but at the same time, I know how Nick can be sometimes. So again, I'm not really picking sides. I just don't like to see it get unprofessional.
Yeah, both sides have done things, said things. We want no things happening. Like, I don't know how toxic this cat lover person is. I haven't seen him be toxic, so. Well. Lap 3 range, Scarf, Kestrel, and Sky. Heavy artillery coming out of Ichigo Star's team versus Going with the alpha again on silly. Nick with the Silvernail pickup. I don't know how that's gonna fare into so much ranged.
Yeah, I definitely think that's questionable.
This Arden and Koshka are gonna have to put in major work to make sure all them birds are caged. But the Black Feather comes out for their side. Interesting pickup there. Interesting pickup. Very high damage team coming out of Star's team.
Both teams, honestly, pretty much just have the one captain and 4 carries. So this is really going to be the battle of the lanes.
A lot more utility on the other side, but can that utility be pulled out?
I definitely think the Catherine team has a little bit of a better draft here because the Catherine stun, the on-demand stun, is going to be huge for Koshka and Alpha. She should really be able to disrupt their engage and make it very difficult for them.
And also make it easy for her to make their team land abilities here.
Yes.
So, very, very critical pick for their team here, that Catherine.
So hopefully Red Team could bounce back. You know, we did a little bit of roster changing. Cat Lover is now on their team. And he was the Celeste from last game who got 11 kills. So, you know, some power has shifted.
Pledge Noob in the mid position now. On the Celeste. He was the top lane Grace before.
Yeah. All right, well.
Cat Lover on Scarf. Good to see Scarf come out today. But looks like action might be happening. Oh, that's right. You want to take the fighting or you want to take the inbound?
I'll take the fighting. Yeah, I'll take the fighting. You go ahead and.
Alright, so it looks like a normal start here. For blue team, everyone's looking to take their CP buffs here. No early aggression coming out from any of the teams in any of the matchups. Sad we couldn't see anything pop off. But everyone's like...
Yeah, no team tonight started with any kind of interesting opener. It's just pretty standard across the board.
Pretty passive. Except for this Black Feather pickup that has no banner. So somebody was supposed to jungle for the red team and nobody is jungling. It is really odd.
Alpha and Kestrel now getting into a team fight a little bit. Alpha is barreling down on that Kestrel and able to take like 70% of her health there. So that's going to shove Kestrel out of lane. Silvernail and Koshka.
As Koshka
looking for collapse. Koshka diving onto the Sky. But Sky able to Surrey strike back, and Saucy able to stay alive there on the Black Feather. But Koshka still lingering around, looking like she wants to go back in again. Her Silvernail is really not in position though.
She is level 3. She could make something happen here. Does she have Flask? Yes, she does. She chooses to go home here.
It looks like she's just choosing to go home here. That's a little bit of a mistake.
Diff totally did not. There was miscommunication there between Nick and Diff. That kill should have been made there. Koshka did have the level advantage. And Flask.
Maybe a little bit afraid to commit and give up first blood.
Ooh, not to mention Black Feather has no Flask. That would have been a guaranteed.
You're going to be able to... Oh my goodness, she does get the kill on Black Feather.
Nick
looking for
Silvernail pick, the one we doubted. He is turning the tables on them right now.
That was a really good Flask from Nick. He baited the the Black Feather there.
As we see Koshka looking for an early invade, but get nothing accomplished. Scratch that. She might have stolen the red buff. I think she did.
Wow.
Yeah, Koshka stole the red buff. No, she didn't. Never mind. The red buff is actually just spawning for red team, so Koshka did not get any value there, though she tried to early invade. There is 2 red on top against Alpha here. You better be careful. He is pushed up. He is invading as well. So this cannot
Yeah,
bode well for them.
this alpha top is really putting in tons of work. Just really barreling down her lane, creating pressure in the jungle. She's no fear, 2 lives, jumping straight into Blackfeather. Now she is getting collapsed on though. Is this going to turn into a kill for red team?
And
Yes, it is. And just like that, you know, one could argue she got value because she did get a little bit of jungle there, but she did give up a kill.
she actually got no jungle there.
Oh, you're right. You're right.
She tried to get the heal camp, but heal camp was gone. The big mistake from her was that she went into the top, entered the jungle with eyes on her already.
I'm sorry to cut you off, but Kafka now is invading the doubles here. She looked like she might get collapsed on. You have a 3-man rotation happening towards the shop from red team, but she's just going to back up. Now Silvernell pushing up. Catherine coming in on him, perhaps. No, she's just going to bubble him back out. And looks like it was avoided. No, she does go in for the stun. Might get some action here. Nick is really trying to pressure this turret, really trying to pressure this guy. He's up a level. Alpha and Kestrel just trading, but Alpha looking to barrel down once again.
Blackfeather going home to purchase, possibly. Nope, not the Shatter Glass yet. As the side lanes are fighting superiority, mid is looking pretty, not much pressure happening in mid lane.
Alpha is invading the jungle again now, and this could turn into another kill. They are trying to chase her down, but she boots out. She's going back in on the Blackfeather. They do take her perk away. Now you have Kashka diving the Scarf, and they're able to get the kill there. Now Alpha diving back in. You have 3 red in their jungle. Kestrel landing the cloud on Alpha. That's going to stop her, and it looks like Alpha's going to go down here. But Kashka coming back in and picking up the Blackfeather. So getting a little bloody in the jungle. Some trades happening, but nothing too crazy so far. Oh, Catherine able to take out Celeste. Celeste a little too far forward there.
That was a really good pickup from them.
Fighting happening. Silvernell, good rotation out of bot, but they're just going to back up here. So blue team getting the better exchange there.
Yes,
Alpha's aggression is paying off because it's turning into team fights where they're getting the better trade.
Triple CP comp coming out of red team. Interesting.
Now we have Celeste dueling against the Scarf in mid. Alpha pressing up again on this Kestrel.
Blackfeather just taking his farm. Oh wait, they don't have a jungler. I keep forgetting there's nobody with a banner on for the red side.
It's really, really hurting them. It's what's creating Alpha's opportunities to even invade the jungle because the jungle's up when it shouldn't be. So looks like some action going to be happening down towards bot. You have Diff with both buffs here doing work on Kashka. Looking to possibly pick off Kestrel. Here he comes. I mean, not Kestrel, Scarf, sorry.
Ooh, but little,
get some damage in, but
a little too aggressive there.
A little too aggressive, yeah. But Alpha
being aggressive
diving down, landing the A on Kestrel, getting good damage in. Kestrel not able to connect with the cloud there. And Alpha's definitely going to pick up this kill there and get out of there. Looks like the Terror is going to get some shots in. Maybe Blackfeather could come in and finish him off. And Blackfeather does finish him off there.
Saucy on the Blackfeather, right on time.
So that's just backing up there. You got Arden and Silvernell barreling down on the turret. It looks like Sky's not going to be able to defend here.
Nope. And it looks like Scar.
Now Catherine coming in. Who's she going to stun? She lands a stun on Arden. Sky throwing out the series strike, but Slicknick just pushing down on that Sky. Just really getting tons of damage in. He's got the Sorrow Blade already, and he is just way too ahead. Sky is in deep trouble. It's 60 CS to 34 there. Now, fighting in mid, Kashka using her ult. The gauntlet comes out. does get the stun on Scarf, and that turns into a kill. Good fountain from Arden. Now you have the rotation out of the Silvernail. They're pushing towards Blacklaw. Red team definitely on the back foot now, down by 5k. Catherine going in for the stun on Silvernail. Are they going to be able to pick up? Blue team rotating in. Blue team weak, trying to push back. Koshka, the only one healthy and diving into the red jungle onto Sky.
Alpha engaged in the river.
Doesn't land A. Really unfortunate there. They're still looking to get Scarf. Looking to get Sky. They have really great pressure. Blackfeather's going to be joining this fight now. He just took the gold oak. He's looking to take Koshka. And it looks like both teams are just going to finally fall back here. Definitely a lot of aggression coming out.
Definitely a good,
good
response
getting the better end.
Yeah, definitely a good response there to back out there. Both teams did not have Fountain activated nor ultimates up, mostly down for them. So continuing to engage there would have been bad for the blue team, as Red had 5 members all on the top side. Silvernail was still at the bottom for blue team. So
okay, I'm going to be watching the Silvernail. You're going to have a 3-man collapse on Silvernail. I don't know if he's going to be able to get out here. He's going to find the Scarf. Does have the advantage against the Scarf, but Catherine gets the stun and the silence. Really good job from Catherine there, making sure Scarf stays alive. That's going to be an easy kill on Silvernail.
Silvernail, bad choice to push up the way he was. Over pushing. Common thing about side laners. Ask Alpha, who is pushing on top as we speak, as mid is also pushing at mid as hard as they can.
Yeah. But the gold lead has shrunken down to just about 2k there. Unfortunately, Silvernail giving them some value. And Alpha pushing. He's going to get collapsed on from Blackfeather and Kestrel. It does have her perk. They're bursting her down very quickly, and they're just able to pick her off in time. Really great teamwork there. Looks like Red Team's still in it. Now we have some action in mid. Everybody is weak. Scarf sidesteps the Solar Storm. Really great positioning there from Cat Lover.
As Red Team picks up top turret.
Yes, they do. But Silvernail split pushing, hoping to make something happen. Sky's barreling down towards Silvernail. Looks like fighting might be happening. There's some jungle stealing happening from Blackfeather. Arden and Koshka diving in now on the Kestrel. Kestrel lands the cloud on Koshka, and it takes her out with 2 glimmers. Really nice job from Kestrel, though. Now Arden on the escape. Alpha diving in now. She doesn't have her perk. It's a 3v2. Arden throws the gauntlet, uses the flask, buying time for Alpha. Alpha now taking a little bit too much damage, and Star with a great silence there. This is going to shut Alpha down. Kestrel is just going to collapse on her. Alpha doesn't have what she needs to stay alive here. Really, really unfortunate there. I think Arden just kind of panic gauntleted there and didn't get as much value as he could have.
Action River.
Now you have Kestrel and Koshka. Kestrel gets the stun onto the Kestrel. This should be an easy kill here. And Kestrel goes down, not able to really use her cloud to defend herself. Celeste now getting pressured in mid.
You just missed an excellent, a low value Scarf ult onto Silvernail there.
Okay.
Nick was caught out of position, and he somehow managed to live there without using his ultimate. Probably boosted away.
Yeah. So I'm pretty happy so far. This game's a lot closer. Now you just see a 1k gold lead difference. It really could have come down to who can coordinate better as a team in the team fights. Because in terms of the lanes and item, it is looking pretty even.
Yes, and it is shocking how blue team allowed no jungler team to make it this far, to where now they can still traverse the jungle easier with items.
Yeah.
So this is.
So you have Alpha here pushing up, taking out the Kestrel. Really good job catching her isolated. Blackfeather trying to help clean up this kill, but Celeste rotating up. Alpha still staying alive, gets vanguarded. Oh, but Star comes in with the clutch silence to take out that kill and make sure that it's a trade for his team. Really good job from Star so far. He's 4-0-3, landing great ultimates. Really just trying the best he can to keep his team in it here.
Gauntlet is back up, and Isaiah should be trying to make a play here.
Now you got Celeste. He's half health. Silvernail stealing the doubles again. getting more ahead. Let's see what happens here in mid.
Red team.
You have Silvernail and Koshka rotating towards mid. Cat Lover, does she know what's going to happen? Gets dived on. Nice goop to back the scarf up. Now you have Sky joining the fight, landing the forward garage onto Diff. Sears striking aggressively in. Diff trying to counteract there. The gauntlet gets thrown down. Cat Lover's doing the scarf ult. Blue team is on the back foot here. It's a 4v3 situation. Nice Soul Storm coming in there. Koshka trying to dive back in. You got Scarf and Sky really weak, but they burst her down. Arden not really being able to do anything here. Now you have Celeste trying to join the fight and stop the bleeding, but red team is dispersing and trying to get value.
It's a shame there that blue team did not rotate for each other there. Alpha did not even bother coming down.
Alpha did not come down at all there, yeah. That really, really hurt them.
He actually walked away.
If Alpha had joined that team fight around Ghostwing, they could have really turned it there because Scarf and Sky were really, really weak. But I gotta give props to this Catherine. Really doing a great job for her team. Really providing the disruption, making it really difficult for Koshka to finish her kills.
Yeah, and red team in general for rotating for each other. They all converge for the fight, whereas blue team is not. I don't believe it wasn't just Alpha that wasn't there, it was another person as well. They weren't there at the initial beginning, so but right now, once again, Alpha should be rotating to mid to try to help mid, assist mid, but he's still barreling down his one lane. Nick, the bot laners should be rotating to mid to try to get something done, but they're barreling down their side lanes.
Able to easily pick up Sky there.
So, but it looks like Koshka and Silvernail are going for the turret at bottom, and they're about to get four-man collapsed.
They're gonna get collapsed on now.
Will they get away?
Catherine road predging in, stunning the Silvernail, using the bubble. The silence really thrown in the wrong direction there, I think, and now Silvernail's gonna get taken off. Arden throwing the gauntlet, help providing some protection for his team. That's gonna stop red team's dive. And it looks like it's just going to be a 1-for-1 trade there. Really unfortunate. I think the Catherine didn't land her silencer. I think she threw it backwards by accident.
And I think Alpha got a turret out of that little engagement.
Yeah, Alpha is aggressively pushing up in top, but Scarf is finally going to be able to stop him. He's going to look like he's going to try to get away here. Now you have the Catherine joining the fight. Scarf ulting. Catherine stunning the Alpha. They're able to pick him off. That's going to be a good pickup there for red team. But blue team now pushing mid. Red team, are they going to be able to respond?
Yes, they will. They're going to try to stop this. Fountain is down for the blue team, so they should be pretty passive here. And they will be, as they will be resetting action at the bottom, possibly.
Pushing his lane.
Most of the blue
Catherine heading towards the silver now. Catherine landing the stun, but Catherine's by herself. She's going to have to back up here. Arden chasing towards Silvernail to try to make sure he doesn't get picked up, but he's going to be fine.
As Arden lands that punch, trying to get things, trying to shove his weight around in mid. Hopefully something happens here, for there is 4 around mid right now. Sky is pushing bottom lane, so bottom needs to get saved right now.
This game is
crashes.
Still close. Blue team with a slight advantage here. They have better vision on the map, but it's going to come down to this team fight.
Yeah, no team.
People are starting to group up in mid.
No team.
Notice Alpha and notice Alpha side pushing as red team is really converging together.
Ooh, silence down.
The silence gets landed. No, it doesn't. Not the best silence there. His team was not really ready to team fight.
Nope, they're collapsing on Alpha.
Yeah, they're collapsing on Alpha. Alpha now running into a sticky situation. It's going to be 3 people on top of her. She's trying her best to get as much damage as she can. Her team is not there to support her. They might be able to burst her down. Here comes Arden with the gauntlet. Cat Lover really down to weak. Can they take out the Scarf? They do take out the Scarf. Now you have Alpha continuing to go. She gets taken out by Kestrel. Silvernail able to take out Sky. Blue team winning this exchange. It looks like Alpha may have started this team fight a little bit too early because blue team is not able to really help her out there.
But the lead for blue team increases to 6K above the red
Yeah.
team and opens them up for taking a dragon. First dragon take,
I really,
Black
this is very risky here. You have your Celeste and your Arden weak. Red team should be able to get here in time and challenge this, and
Kestrel
they
is
have a
hiding in the
clear
bush,
advantage.
waiting for the one shot to go off at the
Catherine
tower.
coming in now, stunning the Silvernail.
Here it comes.
Blackfeather looking for the steal. No, blue team's able to secure it, but they get the kill on Cat. Oh no, that was really unfortunate. I don't know what happened there. Red team was not able to come together and challenge when they really should have been.
Well, that's unfortunate, for their teamwork was greater than most of the match. Somehow blue team is still caught ahead.
Yeah, I just think this Alpha's non-stop aggression is kind of making red team, their rotations not that good, honestly. So you have blue team now just go ahead, taking Ghost Wing. They didn't get too much value with that Black Claw, but Alpha is still pushing. And once again, you know, this might look like overextending, but this is just making it an easy Ghost Wing capture for blue team. And she's not really giving up a lot of money because she doesn't have a big bounty. So, definitely think that is the right move there.
That's true, but they are down one man, and it is 20 minutes in. Those timers are no joke at this time. Action should be made from red team right now to get value off of Alpha's death, which is not happening. There's very much so nothing really active happening for red team right now.
They don't have the lanes right now in order. So, and they're behind now by like 6K. So they have to be really careful about the team fight they get in this next engagement here, or this could just blow the game open for blue team to win. Now you have action happening in mid. Kafka getting the stun onto the Scarf. The Gauntlet stunning the Kestrel. Scarf is channeling the ult. Not really in a great position to get much damage there. Now you have Silvernail and Celeste collapsing. Catherine using the war treads for her team to backtrack, and it looks like it's going to be a disengage, but good job from blue team to catch red team onto the back foot there. Now Sky might get collapsed on. Sky all by herself. Kashka dives in first. Here comes the Silvernail. Sky giving them the jukes with the series strike, but she's diving deeper into enemy territory. I don't know if she's going to be able to get out of this. The whole team is collapsing. They're able to pick her off, and now red team is going to be down one person.
As Blackfeather and Alpha get into it on top. Oh, Blackfeather takes Alpha down.
Yes, but he has to run there because of Alpha's perk, and Alpha still looking for the kill. Scarf racing over there. Oh, sidestepping the A, and now Scarf onto the Alpha. Blackfeather trying to come back. Oh no. Is Scarf going to be able to take Alpha down? No. Alpha still takes her out first. That's really unfortunate. I think Blackfeather should have came back in there and tried to help finish Alpha off, but what are we going to do?
Really unfortunate there for the Scarf. He put in so much work to try to kill that Alpha. Though I do think he messed up on his own, where he missed a Scarf A.
I see.
He busy tried to basic attack the Alpha down instead of using his A one more time, or B. Blackfeather into a 1v4.
Blackfeather 1v4 gets taken out. Sky joining the fight, trying to clean up Blackfeather's work. She lands a nice forward barrage. Now here comes Catherine, but she gets stopped by the Silvernail tripwire, and that's going to force the team back.
Double Dragon, they could take one or the other. One man is down. It is 22 minutes in.
Yes, and they have the gold lead. They should really be looking to take a dragon here. They are actually extending their lead. It's up to 9K now, but it's pretty even in kills.
But not even in morale, for damn sure. This Alpha is the dread of the red team. Every engagement with that Alpha is so looking bad for the red team every time. It's always bittersweet. But it looks like blue team is looking to steal Dragon right from under their noses. This Alpha, no
They're throwing
fear.
back.
But
Red
they
team not in a position to collapse. Blackfeather's lane is out of order. This looks like it's going to be an easy pickup. They're starting a team fight. The gauntlet comes down. It is Crucible. They are trying to pick off Kestrel. They do. Alpha now chasing the Scarf up top, and the team fight is getting disjointed. Red team just kind of falling apart. Blackfeather not involved in the team fight at all because he had to deal with his lane. And blue team really starting to run away with this now.
yes, excellent work with the split pushing for the blue team. Really, I mean, hey, that tactic to keep Blackfeather to keep his lane in order gave them the advantage to steal the Black Claw. Wonderfully done. As they push down with a Black Claw at their back. Down to the vein. They said, we're not going to wait. We want this turret now, and this victory is ours. While the whole red team, most of the red team is dead. Blackfeather up against the world.
Yeah, this should definitely be game here. Their Vein Crystal now exposed. Black Claw at full health. Red team trickling out. Blackfeather diving really deep. Does get the pickup on Celeste, but is going to get taken out now. Trying to buy time for his team, I think, to take Black Claw out. Might not have been the worst play because he does get the kill there.
Yes, he does.
Now blue team trying to come in. Scarf channeling the ult, trying to force this team back. The Vein Crystal down to 10%, and it does go down. Despite red team.
Those Scarf ults were cancer.
Unfortunately, I think Scarf did the best she could, but just the lanes were not able to be taken care of in the late game for the Catherine team. They really were just on the back foot in all those team fights. The Alpha team, the Arden team, they got the team fights that they wanted. Yeah, close game, but in the late game, it fell apart for them.
Unfortunately.
Let me go talk to the teams. Wrap this up. Be right back.
Oof.
Oof. Oof indeed.
Just can't handle that split push life.
Hold on 1 second.
Exposed. Havoc, I really wanted you to play.
Yeah, but I already said I couldn't make it. I mean, I didn't think I'd go this long. But
It is, bro.
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna be here for the later one tomorrow, so.
But well,
slap some cheeks then.
After I'm done with the cigarette and drink, I gotta go hang out with.
Yeah, man, you do you. You played well today. Don't let anyone take that away from you.
No, bro, we all played well.
Yeah, man. You kicked ass.
Especially Isaiah. For someone who says he's dangerous, I really did him. Great. He did really good.
Man.
Yeah, man. These were by far the most competitive VG games I've seen in a long time.
Isaiah may not remember me, and I know he says he doesn't, but back 2 years ago when I used to play with that dude.
Nice.
And he used to be pissed at me because I would be getting head in.
What?
Yes. He used to get so pissed at me. Him and his like homeboy. Yo, guys. Second, I'm getting head in.
Love you, Discord.
Solid.
Diff, I saw you on that fin, bro. Making moves. I like it.
Are you kidding me? I fed that game. All I could hear in my head that game was Darth going, Diff, you gotta get your death count down.
That's not what I
said. I gave first blood, I was like, damn it.
You made some plays late game, though.
No, deadass.
Some good pulls and stuff.
Darth's voice was playing in my head over and over. Rotate.
Yeah, man, you didn't rotate a few times this game. I say, oh
no. Nah, bro. As soon as I pushed lane, I was like, rotate. Just in the back of my head, all I heard was Darth saying, spit on that nigga. He didn't rotate.
Pretty much. That's pretty much what happened. I mean, that game, man, that last game was.
Yeah, I might have to call Cat Chuck, yo. Them Dragon's Breasts. Negative value.
Don't you make Chuck like that? Chuck is put in work, bro.
Not wrong, but still.
No, low key, Chuck was like my first. Like Chuck and Flash X were like my first two like idolized pro gamers in this.
Idolize
the only reason I respect Chuck is because he carried Flash X and Von C.
Yeah, but what about homeboy bringing Alpha to the top lane?
Yeah, for real.
Yo,
not wrong. Silly was giving everybody the work.
I keep forgetting Silly was whatever.
Yeah, after that first game, they really shouldn't have let you get on the Alpha again.
I understand the Scarf pickup against the Alpha, but
y'all should have picked Kensei.
Yeah.
Played some bot lane Kensei.
He made I was thinking.
I was thinking CC, to be honest with you, with the silver nail.
Yeah, it wasn't a bad idea, but Silly told me himself the way to beat his alpha is Kensei, so that's just me. Yeah.
Word.
Whether or not it works or he's just playing mental warfare, I don't know, but that's what. So.
Well, literally, all I was thinking that whole game was rotate.
Rotate.
There's a few times I wish you didn't. I wish you did. Because me and Ace were watching one time and we were like, yep, they're about to get collapsed now right now. But you got but you got away. It turned around for you guys or something like that.
Yeah, Diff came down and Diff like clapped some cheeks and I was like, all right, I'm out of this bitch.
You also had a really good tripwire. Like you put out a really good tripwire and stopped the Catherine from like stunning you, so you were able to get away. And then another team fight happened.
Well, I did overextend one time and I got myself fucked, and I was like, I'm not gonna let that happen again.
Well, a huge problem I see between you in the side lane and in Alpha for the team. Y'all were not looking to rotate in a way for me that was like appropriate. It was kind of y'all still very much pushing hard, even to the point where there's a. Maybe you guys don't know the cutoff point of when you're supposed to push.
I don't.
It's usually if soon as your wave pushes past their T1, you're done. Your wave will slow push at that point.
Okay.
It's like it's a give and take kind of thing because the split pushing that you guys were doing opened up the map for you guys. a lot. I just think there were some missed opportunities. There was a couple of times where I was like, if all 5 of them just grouped together now and took a dragon, like it wouldn't even be like a contest. But a couple of times there were like team fights breaking out deep into fights, like really deep, like by like the tier 2 turrets. And those are opportunities where if you build up that gold lead as a team, you have to take advantage of it through the objectives. But it's not always the wrong thing to just barrel down the lane. You know, I don't want to discourage that, but having vision and keeping tabs on the enemy team so you don't get collapsed on at the wrong times, and keeping the objectives in mind. It helps when you have like a captain or a shot caller kind of corralling everybody in. Like when you have a captain really dragon focused and screaming for his team to come take the dragons, you see a lot more like coordination that way.
Yeah, Div started doing that towards mid-ish to late game-ish.
Yep.
And we all like got around that, and it was a lot
Yeah,
easier after that. As soon as he started like shot calling, we all like were able to end the game a little quicker.
Yeah. The first game with like the 10K gold lead or for like a while, me and Darth felt like it just dragged way too long considering how far you were ahead. This game it was minimized, but it definitely still had that issue.
Of not knowing
Just like
when you guys are ahead. You gotta
yeah,
recognize
just
when
like
you're ahead and not farm no more. Y'all should be on
Understood.
the assault on all the objectives at that point. But
Understood.
what happened in both games was you guys couldn't tell how far ahead y'all were, and it allowed the game to linger to that
yeah,
20
you
minutes.
didn't get the value you needed for being ahead as a team. Like y'all were getting crazy value in the lanes, like the side lanes. But when you get 5, 6 feet ahead, the objective is to force team fights around the dragons that you know you can win because you're ahead at the time. But by like isolating yourselves in the lanes and giving them opportunities to collapse like 2v1 or 3v1 on a side laner and get a kill, you're starting to give back that value that you gained from dominating your lane, because then you give up that kill and you know, they just get their money back and then they get to climb back in there a little bit. So
Understood.
There was also a dragon take from y'all that somehow the red team. What was it? Who got the dragon in?
they got the dragon. They didn't have any steals. It was in the first game where like they
very first game
stole it from them, but it was a bad idea to try to steal it because they just won the